Welcome to the First Choice.
Hello, you beautiful bastards. And remember, just because you are a character doesn't mean you have character. And welcome to my Bastard Breakdowns. And tonight we are discussing the 1994 dark crime comedy directed by Tarantino about the three intertwining stories about various criminals in the criminal underworld in LA with an all-star cast like fucking John Travolta, Samuel Jackson, Bruce Willis, Marcellus Wallace, fucking Uma Thurman, fucking loads. And yes, I'm swearing a lot, but fuck it, it's a Tarantino stream. We can drop a lot of F-bombs and M-bombs as much as you want. And Cosmic Keyholder, how you doing, man? So, yeah. And let's not delay any further as I introduce my best guest. Give me a minute to get the intro. Here it is. Hey, Rebel, how are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. How are you?
Yes, and very sad to hear that this might be your last stream for a little bit. Obviously, you got things in life that you need to take care of, and it's very understandable. But hopefully, we'll make your last one until you make your return entertaining enough, pleasant enough, and hopefully hilarious enough to end on. So yeah, obviously, I'm glad to have you here. So on to my next guest.
Safest if you never see my face.
Okay.
Mayor West hasn't slept at home for 3 nights.
Kermit the Frog?
Somebody talked! No one is safe! I'm getting out of here! Yay!
What's his appeal?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much for having me on.
Always a pleasure to have you on, man. Always.
Yeah, I love it. Truthfully, I love it. This and I think with the company that we have tonight, I think it's. I don't think we're going to be in better company. I don't think we could be in better company for watching this film as well.
I couldn't agree more. Which leads me to my last and not least guest. Where's his fucking intro gone? No, Jesus Christ! Oh, I've got so much shit around here. Is it even there? Fuck it. I'll just bring him on. Fuck it. Toxic Rebel. There we go. That's your intro. Sorry I couldn't find it.
Yay.
Yay.
What a great one. Here, I put one down there for you. You can put that one on since he and I have the same name.
All right. Yeah, that's your intro. I don't care if we get flagged. It's fucking funny.
My God.
Yeah, the outtakes from Angel, obviously they couldn't make it into the actual episode, so why not just put it in the credits? It's still a funny scene. Great show, Angel. Glad to have you here, Toxic, and Cosmic Holder and Wemmy Spoons. Thank you for joining us, and please share this amongst your fellow friends and film nerds, whoever, even your local drug dealer. I don't care, as long as we get the subs in. It's Pulp Fiction, probably one of the best films to come out of the 90s. There's no denying. I know people praise the fuck out of it, but it feels like it's deserved. It really is. I mean, how can you not? It's got great dialogue. It's got dark humor. It's got an all-star cast. Everyone is firing on all cylinders here. It's you could just rewatch this over and over again and just see new things you never saw before about the characters or the themes that are going on in this movie.
Bro, how spoiled were we in 1994? How spoiled were we with the movies, dude?
Oh my God.
How spoiled were we in the fucking 90s? Never mind that. I mean, we had
Yeah.
Unforgiven, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction, fucking True Lies, Terminator 2, Fight Club, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Jesus Christ, we had tons. Oh,
Yeah, it was good to get out of the 80s. I got to be honest.
I love it for how stupid it was. So yeah, before we do go on to the movie, obviously I got to ask, when was the first time you came into knowledge of this or first saw this? And obviously when I first came into knowledge of it, it was because it was fucking everywhere. You could not escape Uma Thurman, black lads sitting on that bed, lying on that bed, smoke that sexy black 60s Bob wig on it. It's it was very iconic as well, and the theme tune, everything. Space Jam ripped it, kind of used it as a little reference in a kids film. I mean, seriously, a movie about a guy getting bummed by a cop is referenced in a kids film. That's how insane the 90s were. So, but I did not see this until I was 14, which was around about maybe 2002, 2003, and I think this is what made me get in. I think this is the movie that got me into gangster films. I wanted to see more gangster movies because there was just something very attractive about seeing these people you know are bad, but you end up kind of liking them anyway. But I just loved this movie. I just loved all the dialogue. It just made me laugh my fucking laugh my ass off so bad. I really wanted to watch it again, and I really wore out the videotape when I bought it from Virgin Megastores. Anyone remember that? Virgin Megastore?
Yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
God, you had two fucking floors, one with the music, one with the videos, and obviously the DVDs were coming out at this time, but videos were cheaper. So yeah, Rebel Rose. First time you came to knowledge of this movie, and first time you saw this movie.
First time I saw it was as a rental, a VHS rental, when it came out. And we didn't get it. I didn't get it for sure. I was only 8 when it came out. And I'm sitting there like, what is this?
God.
Jesus.
What is this movie? I don't
Age is just a number, said Aaliyah.
Yeah, sure. But I didn't get it, and I thought it was a dumb movie. And then I watched it again in my 20s, and I was like, what was wrong with me? I was too young for this. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant movie.
No, it's kind of understandable as well, because there is a lot of surreal moments in there, especially when you got a film that's so grounded in reality. But I don't know, it never really takes away from the realism either. But we'll get that into more when We'll get more into that once we go through the movie. So Inside Man, first time you came across this movie or came into knowledge of it, saw it, blah blah blah.
I saw a little bit on. There was a little documentary mini documentary on BBC Two over here, and they were talking about this new movie that they think is going to really prove that Tarantino wasn't just a flash in the pan. Because when Reservoir Dogs came out, everybody was nobody really liked the movie in America. It was in limited cinemas in America. I say nobody liked the movie. That's a lie, actually. Um, but when it came to the UK, it was championed by Jonathan Ross, who's a TV presenter over here, and he really pushed the movie. And Tarantino actually did come on to one of his chat shows and thanked him and said, if it wasn't for you championing the movie in the UK, it wouldn't have done so well in the UK, and then it wouldn't have gone back to the US and been a success without his initial publicizing the movie and saying how good it was. And then this one came along. I saw this at the theaters. But there's a weird thing that happened with this and Reservoir Dogs. So we had Reservoir Dogs, and pretty soon after we had this, and everybody who thought that they were really hip and trendy and cool were really loving Tarantino until there was a bit of a gap. And I wouldn't say that he fell out of favor, but the ones that pretended they were cool, the kind of pseudo cool bunch, sort of abandoned Tarantino, and then they thought it was sort of passé.
Yeah, they kind of it's like the whole hipster thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I'm gonna like what everybody else likes. Basically they're a bunch of sheeple. I like to call them. And after this, after its success and everything, everyone's saying what a cool movie this movie was, and they just kind of abandoned Tarantino, and it really annoyed me. And it was, I don't really like Pulp Fiction, and it almost become a trendy thing not to like Pulp Fiction because it's a really good, not necessarily innovative, but it was an original way that he presented old style filmmaking. You can tell all of his cinematic roots are really in this
he's definitely
movie.
borrowing off Leone and Kabuki and all that lot.
But this is what I love about Tarantino, right? He's unabashedly borrowing from people, and he openly says, these people are my heroes. These are the greats of cinema. Who better to borrow from than these people? At least I admit to it. So fair play to him. So and that in answer to that, sorry about the long-winded answer to the question, but in answer to your question, I saw this at cinema. Sorry about that.
I wish I was old enough to have seen this at cinema. Fucking hell, just to be in there with the audience, laughing their asses off at
amazing.
Every single sick bit of humor in this movie, because you've got to be a sick fuck to like this movie. You really don't.
And that's what it appeals to. That he does appeal to that. He does appeal to that little sick sense of humor that everybody should have. You should have that level of humor. It isn't for everybody, but I think he's proven himself that he definitely is for a lot of people.
Yeah, and yes, you are Cosmic Holder. If you on this and you're listening to us and you're enjoying listening to us and watching Pulp Fiction, you're a sick fuck.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Yeah.
So back cheers for that Inside Man and Lord Toxic. First time, obviously, was you working at the cinema when this came out? I'm guessing.
No, and you know what? I love when you ask this question on your show. It's such a great way to get into what we're fixing to talk about. I love that you always ask this. I especially love it with this one because my sister, she started working at a theater before I did. This came out when I was 17. I was already working at a bar. God help me. I spent most of my free time. When I wasn't playing football or doing some other shenanigans, I spent most of my free time in the cinema, just like Lance from Outcast Creative. And I would go and it was not unheard of for me to go in an afternoon, especially with my sister working at the cinema, and I could get in for free for me to go and watch like 2 movies in an afternoon. A lot of people are like, how could you just go by yourself and go watch 2 movies in an afternoon? I'm like, because it's awesome. So I went in and the manager was there. Her name was Barbara. We called her Babs. And I said, what should I go see? Should I go see this Pulp Fiction or go see this or go see that? And she goes, I've seen people either love this and come out and say it's the best movie they've ever seen, or hate it and walk out in the first 20, 30 minutes, or you're like an hour into it or something. I was like, really? I was like, well, I did like Reservoir Dogs. She goes, yeah, it's very different. I said, okay, well, what do you think? She goes, knowing what I know about you being such a little weirdo, I think you're going to like it. And I said, Babs, you gray-haired, chain-smoking fat broad, I couldn't take any kind of a recommendation. And I went in, and of course I loved it. And I've seen it dozens upon dozens of times since then. I can probably quote the whole thing for you. Bought the soundtrack, got the t-shirt, the whole deal. This movie, in my estimation, and I don't think it's hyperbole, this movie changed cinema. It changed the way we watched cinema up to that point. Certainly one of the watershed moments of 1994, and definitely should not have lost to freaking Forrest Gump of all films.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Totally
agree. Sorry, but fucking hell, man, that is I can't believe it as well. You can tell this film is kind of Oscar bait a little bit. This is not trying to be like those typical movies, was it? It had this style. It had the way it had this different way of telling a narrative. You know, the way it explored characters better, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, and it was as Toxic was saying, you know, this is kind of this is a bit of a jump off movie, a jump off point for so many other movie makers. You know, the way people have tried to emulate Tarantino, this is the one that they've really tried to emulate more than any other, more than any other movie.
There's some good directors out there, but they never seem to match the fucking style of Tarantino, no matter how much they try.
Yeah. They
No, 'cause
can't.
we had that,
They haven't got the flair. Haven't got the flair, the talent.
Yeah, because we also had this Tarantino movie called Destiny Turns on the Radio. I mean, really check it out. It really isn't that good. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was really trying to be a Tarantino movie, and even having on it just didn't help. You know, it's I need to rewatch it again though. But it's one of those movies that,
But I think what you got is, you know, you got these, and I kind of understand it to a degree. Right, so you got these idiotic filmmakers that think, aha, this guy, I think he may have cracked the code. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do what this guy does. The problem with that is you're not Quentin Tarantino for a start, the guy that has been immersed in movies since he was a very, very young child. I want to say immersed in movies. I mean, this guy lived and breathed movies every single day of his life. So you don't have that kind of influence. So essentially what you're doing is you're using the influence of Tarantino on your movies, who has been influenced by so many other filmmakers. So it's kind of you know, there's a degradation there. It's almost like you know, a fifth generation video copy. If you like, that's what it feels like with other people trying to emulate it. And I think, you know, Guy Ritchie is one of them. He has done some good stuff, so, you know, some stuff that I enjoy, but boy, does he think he's Tarantino, and he ain't.
No,
and he's never going to be.
And you know, there's at the end of the day, there's a difference between an homage. There's a difference between having a flavor of somebody that, you know, is your better. And there's a difference in that and being a hack. And you can really tell when people, there were so many Tarantino-esque, that actually became a term that was brought into 90s vernacular. With, you know, this is a Tarantino-esque film or something like that, you know. But this movie, I just can't say enough good things. I mean, I'm going to try to let other people talk and not just completely run my mouth the entire time. But I got to say, man, like, this is just so much watershed moments happen that had just not been seen to the general public. Now, of course, you have those movie nerds like, well, you know, Akira Kurosawa actually did that a little bit better. You know, it's like, dude, shut up. No one's seen that shit. Okay. You know, I don't care. It's like when The Matrix came out and it was very, you know, and then they had all the people saying, well, actually, that was actually done in Hong Kong cinema a certain amount of time ago. Okay, great, but it didn't break the veil to the greatest country in the world, in America, and it wasn't brought in. Tarantino did that and was fucking he is fearless in this movie. He's fearless. He took the stuff that he did from Reservoir Dogs and he cranked that bitch up to 11 and put it in this. And he told his story, the story that he wanted to tell. He sold other movies to make this movie. Natural Born Killers, Killing Zoe, True Romance. Those are Tarantino's babies, and he sold them off in order to get this one. It's like when you adopt a kid and you maybe sell a few of the ugly ones and you get a really good looking kid. Like that's what he did with this.
Well, there's this
protocol in England.
There's this thing in particularly television situation comedy, right? So what they say is that there's kind of a rule, and the rule in situation comedy is this: make your first episode really good, but make your second episode the best. And this is what he's done. He's it's almost like he's subconsciously used that philosophy. It's something that obviously he has in his mind. He may not have consciously thought that, but he, as you say, he's absolutely cranked it up. Because if we look at Reservoir Dogs, right? If there's one thing about Reservoir, I adore Reservoir Dogs. I absolutely love it, and I don't think Tarantino has made a bad movie. There's no way that anybody could say that Tarantino has made a bad movie, right? Because everyone is great in its own way, and it's very, very difficult. When you had on your Toxic Thursday a few weeks back, when you were talking about Tarantino, it's very, very, very difficult to really put them in any specific order. I find it very, very difficult because my order does tend to change. But where I was going with this was this: that with Reservoir Dogs, it seemed to be largely a humorless movie in comparison to this, and this is absolutely packed solid with humor. This is a funny film. And as I mentioned backstage to Luke and Rachel, that in a couple of interviews when he's been asked, would you ever consider doing a comedy? And his response has always been, what are you talking about? Have you never seen Pulp Fiction? That's my comedy.
Yeah.
That's my comedy.
Yeah, he said the same thing about True Romance when they asked when are you going to make a romantic movie? It's like, well, True Romance is a romantic movie. Yeah, when are you going to make a real one? Have you seen True Romance? It's the most romantic.
Okay. True Romance. Okay, seriously, if you've never seen it, okay, it is a romance. It's a romance. Okay.
He's fucking good at writing romance for a guy who's this fucking dweeb.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know why? Because he writes what he knows, and he knows what it's like to be in love. He's, and that's what he knows. So
yeah, I mean, True Romance was basically him thinking up his imaginary girlfriend and how things would be with her, and that's it. But he makes it work.
Yeah,
he makes it work so well.
And you look at I don't think there's any other director in the world that has a body of work like this. However small they might be, and there's no director in the world.
Yeah, and he's kicking ass, and he wants to retire after his 10th movie, and I'm still waiting on that if that's going to happen.
Oh yeah. It's
because he knows that even the best director will have to retire because eventually they just lose whatever spark they used to have. I mean, Martin Scorsese's kind of off a little bit in his 80s.
Yeah.
And Ridley Scott has really fucking gone downhill.
Don't
even Brian De Palma
let's not.
to sort of like lose his spark a little bit as he got older as well. I think the last movie that I thought he did really well was Mission Impossible, and I don't think I've seen anything else from him since. I did like Snake Eyes. I did actually like Snake Eyes, even though
Snake Eyes is a great film. Snake Eyes is really underrated.
But don't you find it irritating though when you have journalists asking those ridiculous questions that they've evidently not really watched a Tarantino movie, and they're asking the guy stupid questions like, when are you going to do a comedy? When are you going to do a romantic movie? Come on.
And I think Mark Kermode as well kind of overlooks just how fucking good Tarantino is when it comes to his scripts, because he kind of dismisses Tarantino as this nerd who's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if this was in there? Oh, that was in it. It's like, mate, have you actually... you need to watch these films more than once, man, to actually get...
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Kermode, I like him to a degree. But when he was talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he said, I didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and one of the reasons was I think it was unforgivable the way he sullied the memory of Bruce Lee. Well, hang on a minute, mate. That happened. That's a true story. That's the only
Yeah.
true part of the actual movie.
Yeah, Bruce Lee had a bit of a temper as well. He would bitch
Yeah.
that if the Green Hornet lost in a fight, he would not be
Yeah.
happy about it.
Yeah, that was Jean LaBelle that did that. That was
Yeah.
Jean LaBelle. So it's true. It's on record. It's real. What? Because he had the audacity to put that into a movie, a piece of truth. Come on,
We will
idiot.
get into that movie one day because I think it gets misjudged because there
Yeah.
isn't really much of a plot, is there? It's mostly a
No.
hangout movie, and Tarantino has kind of mentioned that about Jackie Brown. It is more of a hangout movie. You're hanging out with these people, like you are with John Wayne and Dean Martin and Ricky Nelson and Rio Bravo and
Yeah. I'll be honest, it's my least favorite, but it's still great. It's my least favorite Tarantino movie, but it's still a great film. And I still like if it comes on, like if we were hanging out at the house or whatever, and you put it on and we were throwing a few back, I would definitely watch. I wouldn't be like, oh, come on, man, I don't want to watch this. I'd be like, yeah, put this bitch on. Yeah, it sounds good.
But what a compliment! What a compliment that is.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that one's my least favorite movie. However, it towers above, millions of other directors' movies.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Because, but to be honest, most of Tarantino's movies can be hangout movies, even though a lot of the times these films do have a plot, because you're still kind of hanging out with Jules and Vince. You're hanging out with Vince and Mia. And,
I have some when you actually start going through the film proper. I have some things to say about that. I have some very interesting things you may not.
I'm
looking forward to it.
We will get into that as well because I'm starting to see things a little bit different between Mia and Vince here as well. Because I didn't watch this just now. I did watch it a few weeks back, but doing the notes of this, I was starting to come to some heavy conclusions here. But we'll see when we delve into the movie. And you know what? We will start doing that now. So
let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Okay, where's the fucking window? Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, so basically it's starting off where Tim Roth is not doing a fucking American accent, thank God. He's keeping his accent. He's got Amanda Plummer there.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta save me, Larry. You gotta save me.
I'm fucking dying, Larry. She shot me, Larry.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Man, it's hitting me all over my body.
Oh my God.
Oh, we love you. We love you.
We love you, Tim Roth.
We love you,
Tim. You're a good egg, yeah.
And he plays this part so realistically as well. And I've known plenty of fucking guys like him where from a stepdad when I was growing up. They didn't wear a Hawaiian shirt. They mostly wore like really terrible like Nike Adidas trackies and Burberry caps and fake gold chains, everything, trying to look like plastic gangster rappers. But But once again, we're kind of wondering who are these two people? What are they all about? Because they're talking about this kidnapping with where they only use the phone as well, and they're talking about
did they hurt the little girl? I don't even know if there was a little girl. This
little girl. They're right. All I know is they used it with a fucking phone. All right.
You try go to one of these liquor stores with a phone, see how fucking far that gets you.
Yeah, no. So they're kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde, except the small time criminals, aren't they? But so they've had some experience, and it looks like they are sort of trying to learn from their mistakes and try and look for other ways to rob people without getting any fucking blowback. A good smooth job that will go smoothly with no trouble. They can just get in there, get what they need, and get out of there, no hassle. And but they aren't exactly full-on smart criminals either.
No,
they'll never be
long shot.
Well, that's the brilliance. I'm glad you said that. The brilliance of that gets pointed out when he's like, "Garçon, coffee," and the little border jumper girl comes up. Garçon means boy.
Yeah, it's a good little moment. It's a very funny moment that feels real as well. It's like
Yeah.
It's not like some MCU humor. It feels like someone would actually do that, wouldn't they?
Right.
But
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, but you get the relationship between these two as well. She's obviously she seems like she could be calm until after the robbery starts, then she becomes
Yeah.
psycho. So you do get some hints of why he loves being with her because
Well, that's Amanda
yeah.
Plummer. I mean, if
Yeah.
you need someone that like seems like a little cute Midwestern housewife or something like that, but then can turn on a dime and
Oh
become
yeah.
this psycho,
Yeah. Yeah.
look no further than Amanda Plummer is gonna. She's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fit that bill.
Look at her in fucking what is it? The Tales of the Crypt episode where she starts off as this little meek little
Yeah.
delicate little virgin, then she starts hacking her fucking husband up with an
Yeah.
axe. I mean,
Or Stephen King's Needful Things. If you want to see somebody nail that main northeast accent, man, she fucking nails it. So she's great. She's a great actress, and it was also a interesting move to have. Just started off with this guy just kind of monologuing, kind of having, we're just watching these two people have this conversations about robbery, and they're not attractive people, and they're certainly not sympathetic. And
yeah,
we're
no,
like,
they're assholes. They're assholes. Maybe
Yeah,
Tim
we're-
Roth is a little bit attractive. I don't know. I think women were going for him at the time, and he had that bad boy Cockney thing going on, didn't he? That wild boy thing on.
That's one of those.
But- Yeah, but she had a bit of an
It
innocent
takes a
face and
specific situation for him to be attractive.
You mean his performance in Planet of the Apes, perhaps?
Oh yeah. Women
That's
All that
it.
makeup. Yeah.
that
that's
movie.
it.
Yeah, he needed to be completely unrecognizable and furrier.
whoa, that's a lot to unpack right there.
Make of that what you will.
I was gonna say since he played a gorilla, did that like fulfill your BBC needs, or-
No, that's just what the men are like in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fucking hell.
Aren't
Yeah,
you gonna
just
miss?
all the ones
Aren't you
someone
gonna miss
around.
this, Rachel? Aren't you gonna?
Yes. You have no idea.
But
You'll be here in spirit, though. You'll be here in
yeah,
spirit.
you kind of get the
Yeah.
feeling that Amanda Plummer's character, Honey Bunny, is a little smarter because she comes up. She's the one that came up with the idea of getting the wallets, didn't they? And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a genius thing, and we could do it here as well. Why not do the restaurants? I mean, they're insured. They aren't going to play hero, are they? Just to get a fucking bullet in their face, why not? So she obviously does go along with the idea, and yeah, they do have some good chemistry. They're only in there for a few minutes, but you get the relationship, and that's the strength of Tarantino's writing and the actors he chooses for these roles. He's got these very normal looking people. They don't look like any Hollywood glamorized looking people or anything. They're just ordinary people, and they look kind of psychotic as well, despite their affection for each other. But but then this fucking great moment happens where it's like everybody be cool. This is a robbery, and Amanda Plummer just gets out, going full on unhinged and not giving a shit, saying, "I'm gonna execute every last motherfucking one of you." And then the movie kicks in with Pulp Fiction and that really cool sort of surf 60s guitar twang thing going on there, and it's brilliant. I mean, you can really tell someone really wanted to have fun with the opening credits as well, because that's the thing with opening credits. They're supposed to suck you into the movie. They're supposed to hype you up for what's coming, and we barely see this in movies these days. They usually put at the end, and come on. I mean, no, introduce us to give us the opening credits. Give us a cool opening credit, to really suck us in. And we've seen all these great names as well. Ving Rhames, oh yeah, traitor.
Stupid ass bitch.
Yeah, you virtual signaling liar. So yeah, why these fucking images keep zooming out? So yeah, it's gone black. And yet loads of these great names as well. Peter Green, rest in peace. Even Quentin Tarantino shows up on there. Julia Sweeney, Frank Whaley, Phil Lamar as well. Fucking Phil Lamar. And even Danny DeVito apparently helps produce it as well. I was like, oh fucking hell, that's a nice one. And then the music changes to Jungle Boogie, so like it's like someone's just turned the nozzle on one of the radios, and then we come to the car where we meet Vince and Samuel L. Jackson, and obviously John Travolta really has to thank Tarantino for this as well, because this kind of put him on the map after a very unfortunate flagging career in the 80s and some of the early 90s as well.
I mean, there's no argument that he completely revitalized Travolta's career with this movie. Like it was the last thing he had done was one of the one of the 3 or 4 Talking Baby movies. So,
oh yeah, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Yeah, come on, that's very sad. That I'm kind of glad that we weren't doing a Chuck Norris stream today, because that would have been really weird, and I would have started to question me doing this a lot more. You know, divine intervention or something, which is very relevant to this movie. So yeah. Continue Toxic anyway. But yeah, John Travolta really just fucking his career really revitalized after this role. Get short. He was doing Broken Arrow and Face Off and The General's Daughter. Yeah, he was kicking ass, man. He really was at this time. And I think this is a film that kind of got Samuel Jackson recognized a bit more as well, because he was just doing bit parts in movies. He was doing he was in Coming to America, obviously, as the robber. He was Stax in Goodfellas, and he also had a small role at the beginning of Menace to Society as well. And
he was supposed to be in Reservoir Dogs as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was supposed to be the elder cop that's teaching the commode joke to Tim Ross' undercover character. I think maybe a scheduling conflict or something. I'm not sure.
And
motherfucker.
You know, as well, Tarantino, like he gets ideas for an actor to be in there, but then when he can't find a good character to cast him in, he's like, "Don't worry, I will have you in later." Apparently, Pam Grier was supposed to be in this as Lance's girlfriend, but then he thought to himself, "No, Pam Grier. No matter who Pam Grier was playing, she would never allow Lance to talk to her like that." So I saved the later for Jackie Brown.
You don't waste Pam Grier on a fucking
cameo.
I mean,
no, she wastes herself telling fake stories about Jim Crow in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another Tarantino. So this is things that just didn't happen in movies, even crime movies. You didn't have a couple hitmen on their way to a job to retrieve stuff and waste a bunch of people for their gangster boss talking about burgers and how burgers are different in different countries and stuff like this. I mean, this has just not been done up to this point, and it's been highly, as Inside Man put out, it's been highly copied, but never it's never as good as when Tarantino does it. Having these kind of, not meta conversations, but definitely like we're a fly on the wall with two, like these could be two guys that are heading to a business meeting. This could be two guys that are just, on their way, like they're traveling salesmen or something like that,
Absolutely right. I mean, in the hands of somebody else, in other directors that try to emulate this, there's a real banality about it. They're not getting it. They're not getting anything about the interaction between the characters and the humor.
Yeah,
they just think it's
because it's letting you know who these characters are as well. We're kind of seeing John Travolta as well, because we get to know him a little bit now. He's not full on professional and business like the way Jules is. He's kind of just an ordinary Joe, isn't he? While Jules is a little bit more intelligent. He's like he likes to read. He likes to philosophize a little bit more, doesn't he? He likes to be a bit more professional in a manner. While even though Vince is good at his job, he's also a little bit sloppy at times, as well, as we see later on in the movie. But you still get the history between these characters, and yet they're just two guys going to a job. That's how they're reacting to it, though, because this is like everyday thing to them. Killing people is trivial to them.
Yeah. Well, it becomes trivial after you do it so many times. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it just becomes as simple as
Life
breathing.
is cheap.
I know, but it's so good as well. You're like, this was like a novice's way of learning about Europe as well. There was kind of stuff like that because
this another just brought Royale with cheese into the common vernacular as well. Roy, no man, they got the metric system over there. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
This is how I knew what the fuck a metric system was. I was like, what's a metric system? I need to look that up.
I'm so happy I got to see this in the cinema to listen to people laughing. People got the jokes in this. Now, love it or hate it, and again, I didn't see anybody walk out when I went to watch it. It had already been out for a week, so probably at least I bet you I was watching it with people who were on return viewings. I bet, but people were getting the jokes and they were laughing en masse. You know, it was like what do they call a Whopper? I don't know. I didn't go into Burger King. Like just the deadpan delivery of that, just like he went into this huge, it's like, and then it was this. You don't get it in a little plastic cup. I mean, you get a big beer. You get a glass of beer. Which is also interesting. You know what they put on French fries instead of ketchup? Mayonnaise. Oh man. And that's, you could see these guys, you feel like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
As they're driving by Pizza Hut and fucking gas stations, just going into this thing. And then of course we get the great there's so many of Tarantino's little, Tarantino stamps in this, the shot of the people opening the trunk, the two guys opening the trunk. And what's crazy is it had already been established. A lot of the stuff that happens in this has already been established. Like anyone who was a fan of Reservoir Dogs, they've already know, oh, it's the trunk scene.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're doing the thing with the trunk.
And it does come back as well, the Royale with cheese later on, because it's used as a sort of like way to kind of threaten Brett as well a little bit in a very friendly manner. And I love how Jules is just very friendly when he's threatening, but it shows as well that the professionals, they've done this before. It's like, okay, there's a few people in the apartment. One of the guys has actually informed on them that these people are there, which we found out later. And we should have shotguns for this kind of deal. And why haven't they been given shotguns? I mean, Mr. Wallace, we don't know if these guys could be packing. I mean,
that's the thing you mentioned. I didn't want to push back on you and break up your narrative a little bit, but so the backstory to this is that Vincent's lost it. Vincent was the senior out of these two, and Vincent fucked up. That's why he got sent to Europe for a while. He didn't take a vacation. He was like sent away, and he fucked something up really bad. And they kind of sent him away. In Bruges kind of stole this idea a little bit, and then Wallace gave him a second chance, but Travolta's job as the senior of the two was to make sure they had the weapons that because they're obviously felons, so they can't drive around. But there's a rule: if you're a felon, you can keep a weapon in the trunk, unloaded, and it's called constructive possession. So that's a good get around for a lot of people who are felons that are still doing crime and things of that nature. That's why they're loading up the 45s and stuff right here. So it's pretty interesting when you look at it from that angle, knowing what is that Travolta's character Vincent Vega is on his way out. He's been fucking up, but because him and his brother have been so in the organization for so long, he was given a little bit of a pass and given, and this should have been an easy job. And this is a fuck up. This is a fuck up job. They fucked this up. So regardless how good he used to be, he's definitely lost a step. And then of course you add in the heroin addiction, just makes it all the more worse.
Yeah, that does add more context as well, because we do, because like I said, we do see him make some mistakes later on, don't we? Some really stupid mistakes that when it comes to especially when Butch enters the room to find the watch. And
well, I think you could argue that I don't think Vega does anything right in this entire movie. Like the only thing he gets right is he wins the foot massage argument. I think that's the only thing that that's his
and
only victory
with Mia Wallace as well, even though he's kind of
that's okay. Yeah, I'll grant that. Yeah. I'll grant that.
Yeah, if he can fucking dance like that while stoned out of his tits on heroin, then he's doing something right,
bro. He's John Travolta, man. He's fucking staying alive. Saturday Night Fever, Grease, John Travolta. I mean, you're gonna put John Travolta, you're gonna have him dance.
It's a shame we didn't get the Vega Brothers movie, because I can sort of see maybe is Michael Madsen supposed to be the older brother? I think he's young. I think he was younger, wasn't he?
I would assume that, but I wouldn't, unless I Googled it, I wouldn't know. But they're pretty close in age, regardless.
I mean, I kind of like to fill in my own blanks with the Vega Brothers movie.
Yeah, I know. It would have been cool to see a middle-aged, podgy John Travolta with a young Michael Madsen team up in a film the brothers, because I can sort of see them having good chemistry and having some really good snappy dialogue to bounce off of together. You know.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that these two also look a little bit out of dated with their hairstyles. He's kind of got this mullet while he's still got the jerry curls, and I think it is the 90s. But because these are two that are usually out on the job a lot and don't really pay attention to the styles as much as they used to.
I do
It-
love the story about Jules's the story that Tarantino tells about Jules's wig.
Yeah.
He sent the girl out to get the hairdressing girl to get out go and get a curly kind of black wig.
Hey, boo.
And she came back with that, and he said, "Well, what the fuck is this? This wasn't what I asked for." He said, we're going to be shooting. I just need like a, standard kind of, black guy's haircut, something very generic." And he said he took one look at it and thought, "Do you know what? I'm going to use it." And that was how it came about. It was a complete mistake.
Love it.
And he
Love
would
it.
later do another bizarre sort of like hairstyle in Jackie Brown as well, which is like, I don't think I've ever seen a black guy in any movie have that sort of weird goatee and weird ponytail thing going on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know it was Samuel Jackson's idea because it made him look a bit samurai-ish anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is where we start to getting a little bit more into what plot will happen later. We found out that Jules is going to be taking Mia out just to take care of her while Mr. Wallace takes care of business, which we will get into later in the movie. And he talks about she was in a pilot for a show, and he has no idea what a pilot is. And he's like, well, all right, well, a pilot is basically an episode, before they pick the shows. It's like, then they show it to a group that...
No, see, you're glossing.
Yeah.
You're glossing over the condescension. This is two guys that have worked together for a long time, and I love this because Vegas says the thing that people always fucking say when you bring up TV, especially normies. You say something about TV, be like, "Hey, have you seen that one show?" "I don't really watch TV," as if that makes you some elitist or something. Like that makes you so much better than me because I watch American Dad or The Rookie or fucking whatever. Like, you're so look how great you are that you don't watch TV. So you'll kind of clap back at him. You are aware that there's this invention called television, and on that invention, they show TV shows.
Yeah. On a strip like one show, they decide they want to make more shows. Some get picked and become television programs. Others don't. They become nothing. She starred one that became nothing. So yeah, Mia Wallace is basically she had like 15 minutes. She wasn't really much of an actress, or probably did, but it never really worked out for her. So she decided to just fucking marry this big hulking black guy millionaire fucking criminal and just have a nice easy life, enjoying herself, getting
Well,
fucked.
sometimes women like the BBC, man. Isn't
Yeah.
that right, Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I knew it was coming.
talking about?
I knew it was coming.
Oh, Christ.
Thank you for joining Bastard's Breakdown of Pulp Fiction. You're gonna get racist shit in this motherfucker.
Let's go the last one. You know what they're here for.
This is the right movie to do it too.
Next thing you know, Rosanna Arquette after the stream's gonna be fucking coming after me on Twitter. Hey, Gordon, did you really need to use the Niger word all those times during that stream?
Oh,
Shut up, bitch.
oh man.
So anyway, they're at the elevator.
Yes, so they mentioned also that this guy called Tony Rockahora got thrown out of a window because he was massaging Mia Wallace's feet, and but this dialogue does come back later on as well. It just kind of is basically this rumor, isn't it? And
I love
yeah.
it's God dang, this writing is so sharp.
It's so good, yeah.
It's so sharp because it does so many things. It tells you it gives you an idea that they're like these guys are fucking they're about business. They're not fucking around guys,
Yeah.
but they are just in fear of Marcellus Wallace, and gives you an idea how dangerous Marcellus Wallace could be, because this Tony Rocky Horror guy doesn't sound like a slouch himself, but made a faux pas and did something untowards with Mrs. Wallace, and fucking maybe took a header out of it due to that. Now, of course, that comes into, as you say, comes into play later, but that's this is how you do dialogue. You can't have somebody go, boy, this t-shirt tastes good. I agree with you, it does taste good. Well, scene. No, you got to have people arguing about like two different sides here, where one person is, they both have very strong opinions about the whole foot massage. And by the way, I completely side with Vincent on this. You're touching my wife's fucking feet.
Yes, it.
That's
No, I
crazy.
fucking agree, man. I agree. I mean, of course, Jules has a different opinion on it as well. He's kind of like, he's not as irrational as Vince probably is. Maybe he's kind of, he is kind of a little bit more, like I said, he's a bit more professional, isn't he? Or trying to be a bit more professional in his job, because he's a bit more of a straightforward business-like guy as well. He's like, but it builds character as well. It shows what just how different these two are as well, but how similar they are at the same time. They're on the same page, but they have like different philosophies on life. Maybe Jules has some kind of philosophy on life, and Vince isn't really thinking about that as well. He's just a guy getting on with his job. He may not always be competent, but at the same time, he does seem to have some faith in Marcellus Wallace to have not had him live in fucking Europe for even longer. So who knows? But like you said, it might be a little bit of a second chance for him to go with him, which goes fucking tits up, as we see later, because nothing has to go right in the Tarantino movie, does it? Sometimes.
Yeah. I love the work with the camera. I mean, again, I'm not one of those, stupenzo, this is the greatest Dutch angle I've ever seen, this is great camera work, cinematography. I'm not that guy. I'm more of a, hey, Josh, I'm more of a dialogue guy, but we get both in this, because you have these guys having this conversation that's so important to them, even though they have this hitman job, and you see that they go to the door, and then it's like, let's hang back for a minute and finish our conversation. And the camera waits patiently for them at the door, as if like, hey, wait, we're doing a movie here. Did you guys forget that you're supposed to be over here doing a thing? And it's like, no, we're gonna finish our conversation and have this. So many of these verbiages and phrases and all of the stuff that they do, I use, on a day-to-day basis. Marcellus Wallace knew it. Mia knew it. Fucking I know it, and Tony fucking should have fucking known better. That's the guy's wife, man. He don't fuck around and play with that shit. Yeah. And I love, Jules had originally said, no, eating pussy and rubbing feet, they ain't in the same ballpark. They ain't in the same sport. Which I probably use that at least 2 or 3 times a week to talk about something that's like completely different. But again, it's not. And I love that Vincent is able to not only have this opinion about it, but he changes Jules' mind. Jules like, you know what, you got a point. And and then they go on to do the necessary, which is great. This whole thing's just great.
No, I agree. I fucking agree as well.
Have I ever given a man a foot rub? Only if there was a honey bun involved, and that's a conversation for a different.
I don't like the fact they're polite enough as well to think, okay, it's too early to be killing these guys. Let's just let them enjoy a little bit of their burger before we start fucking.
Yeah, I was always curious about that. Like, what is it? Was there a specific time that they had to be at the, like, it was like, don't kill them before 8:30 in the morning. It's like, what was it besides finishing this conversation? What was the big
obviously, this is where we do learn about him taking the mirror as well. We've learned a little bit about it, and he's obviously not happy about it as well, because he's stuck with a fucking lame job where he's taking care of probably some spoilt fucking gangster mall that wants to take him shopping to some lame places that only she's interested in and he's not. But there's Marvin there, Phil Lamar. I just love how calm he is. He lets Jules do all the talking. He lets Jules do the performance. It sort of hangs around, doesn't he? There's kind of like this laziness to Vince a little bit that I kind of like, okay, I'll do your thing. I'll just mooch around here until I need to do whatever.
Yeah, that's not why they're covering. Just like two detectives going to talk to somebody. You have a primary person and you have another person that covers the room.
Oh yeah, just in case no one pops out. Which he never covers the bathroom though, does he?
Exactly, which is to my point that he's gotten sloppy in his work. He's gotten sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 20 years to figure out what he means when he tells flock of seagulls. He was like, "Hey, flock of seagulls, just chill." It took me so long.
He was about to do something, but kind of was kind of chickening out as well a little bit because it's Samuel Jackson in a fucking Afro wig, a black suit, and a fucking nickel-plated Colt 45. I'm guessing a Colt 45 anyway.
Yeah, 45. Well, 45 Colt. Colt 45's a drink. 45 Colt. I mean to say, and we get Big Kahuna Burger makes an appearance again.
I love how he's taking this using this opportunity as well to eat a fucking hamburger because he has to be a vegetarian for his woman. So,
well, it's also
a tasty burger.
It's a dominant move because it's like that's a thing people do in prison. It's like you grab something off their tray. So it's just basically like I'm owning.
Oh yeah. It's and he drinks all of his drink as well because
drinks all of it.
Yeah.
Can I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
Yeah. That's the thing though. He's inserting his dominance without acting like a psycho, but he's still threatening.
Right.
So yeah, and once again, he brings back the whole fucking Royale with cheese as well. He's sort of like he's trying to build up. He's trying to get them on edge even more just by being polite before he unleashes all the fury on them because they're not fucking getting out there alive anyway. They've fucked over Marcellus Wallace. Marcellus Wallace does not fuck about when people try to betray him.
I can tell you that in the 30 plus years since this movie came out, I can tell you anytime I meet someone named Brett, I always say, "Look at the big brain on Brett. You smart motherfucker."
You smart motherfucker.
Perfect.
Yeah, this does crack me up when he calls him flock of seagulls. It's like, you know why here? And he's like, okay, well. And this is where they get what they're coming for as well, which is the most important thing. So obviously these guys were probably going to try and do a runner on with whatever was in that fucking briefcase. Try and go AWOL on Marcellus Wallace. And we get the combination 666 on the briefcase, which adds a little bit of a supernatural element, maybe. But it depends how philosophical you want to delve into it. And you never see what's in the briefcase, and I'm glad you never do. You don't need to.
It's a MacGuffin. It's a MacGuffin. You don't need the briefcase. Is just a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
I know.
And he's denied it, hasn't he? He's denied what that it is his soul, that is Marcellus Wallace's soul. Is denied it.
Yeah, which we see later from the plaster on the back of his neck, which I think was kind of. I think he had an accident in real life. Marcellus
he did.
Wallace.
Yeah.
They decided, you know what? Let's fucking use it.
Put it in there. I mean, that's what if you have a story, whether it be a book, whether it be a TV show or a movie, if you have a story and people are just endlessly debating the meaning, and talking about it. I mean, that's what you want because it's going to make people watch it or read it or stream it again. Because they want to know, see something they've not seen before. It doesn't need to be 2026 Netflix where you have to hold their hand and give them all the information so that people can pay attention.
That is the biggest mistake you can make.
Yeah.
Never tell them everything.
Yeah.
I know, and this is one of those. This is why this is the type of film that you can discover new things about it the more you watch it as well, because it's like you see the 666 combination on the briefcase, and you can sort of like interpret it as well, like maybe they're unleashing a curse on each other as well, like by opening that briefcase, because things go fucking wrong pretty bad, don't they? After this, what happens here? And is Brett's obviously trying to talk his way out of it as well, and he's like, "My name's Pip, and you're asking talking your way out of this shit." But he is and once again, he still tries as well. But then Jules is like, "All right, enough fucking around." He shoots his fucking friend, and he's like, "What? Did I break your concentration?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Well, allow me to retort.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. He's like, "What? What country you from? What? Why no country I never heard of?
They speak English or
You
what?
say what again?
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Okay, he's black. Yeah, he's bald. What? Say what again? Say what?
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah.
What? Pow.
And it shows he doesn't fuck about when he says say what one more goddamn time. He means it. He does.
Just so you know, if you're ever thinking about interrogating somebody, don't shoot them in the arm with a fucking 45, because especially at that range, you're just gonna blow their arm off, and they're gonna be answering nothing after that.
Yeah, they're gonna die of fucking shock, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, Marcellus's soul, the Elvis suit from True Romance. Yeah, there's been laws on there as well.
Why are you trying to fuck him like a bitch, Brett? I
Yeah.
did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And Marcellus Wallace don't like being fucked by anybody but Mrs. Wallace.
Yep, and then he does that fucking great Bible quote.
Yeah.
I think he does sort of misquote it a little bit, but
It's totally
Yes.
it's completely. But hey, if you're gonna have somebody rewrite the Bible, you have Quentin Tarantino rewrite the Bible.
God.
It does. This scene is also fucking funnier when you watch it a second time and you realize the fucking transsexual guy from Wedding Singers is behind that door with a big fucking magnum. It's like,
yeah.
Even with that dumb Jerry Kell, he looks fucking terrifying. I mean, look at that. Look at those eyes, man. You can tell this is a guy who'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And then it comes back, and this is where we meet Dutch, played by
And what a great way to transition. You go from this crazy high impact, high tension scene into this smooth two guys just talking in a bar.
Al Green plays in the background as well. Like they're together. It's so calming as well. And this is where you don't see Marcellus Wallace. You see the back of his neck, but you hear him talk, and you can see he's like a salesman pitching Dutch to sell his soul.
Yeah.
You know, threatening him or anything. He's actually sweet talking him into it. And you can see the confliction on Dutch's face as well. Obviously, he's going to have to play ball, but at the same time, he's probably already hatching a plan to betray him straight away.
Well, Bruce Willis, I mean, imagine that, like, this is a good, at least 3-4 minute monologue here. And, the camera's just on Butch. It's on Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis has to hold and command that, that whole thing. And he's fucking brilliant. He's fucking brilliant.
I know. And I think this film kind of helped Bruce Willis a bit as well, even though he had success with Die Hard. Last Boy Scout didn't do well, sadly. He had Hudson Hawk not do well, Striking Distance not do well. But I think this sort of helps him a little bit as well.
Facts. Yeah, he had this and Die Hard 3 back to back, and he he's kind of back in business.
Right.
Yep, and Die Hard 3 actually does reference Pulp Fiction as well. I was gonna have a nice fat retirement, smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. And the fact is, with Samuel Jackson on this one as well,
right? And plus, he gets they don't say it, but they have it on a whiteboard about guys from Niger.
Oh yeah, I hate Nigers. It's on the film. It's on the film. I'm not saying I don't. I am racist. I don't fully hate. I hate everyone. I don't care. I don't care if you're Honky or Niger or Pakai or.
You're just a misanthrope.
Yeah, or Chinese, whatever.
I will say that I hate all Asians equally. All the Asians are bad. All Asians are bad.
Oh, fucking! All right, I'm not gonna go too much into politics, but that fucking Trump, fucking bombing jokes.
Fucking Trump, man. Fucking Trump.
Oh my God,
He's so good. He's so good.
It didn't tell us anything about Pearl Harbor.
Holy hell!
And I like this Japanese president as well. She's based as fuck. She doesn't do that
Yeah, she is.
LGBTXY shit either.
Yeah.
She's banned that shit. She's banned Muslims. She's awesome. I hope she takes
Yeah,
that
she's
fucking
great.
joke on the chin. I really hope she does. Oh, Christ. But yeah,
I feel like Trump, after he said that, he probably hit them with the miso sali. Miso sali, Prime Minister. Are you angry?
Hey, folks, miso sali. I saw
Are you angry that I said that? Are you sad? Are you mad? Are you glad? I can't really tell. Are you Asian or just sleepy? I'm not sure.
We are not above casual racism. Yeah, we really aren't. We
It's beyond casual at this point.
Pretty professional at this point. I mean, we're not
made up.
we're not open bar racist, but we're getting there. Just give us a chance. We're getting there.
We're like AAA Major League Baseball right now. AAA.
We're pretty fucking liberal. We're pretty socially liberal. That's the thing. You know, that's why we are. That's why we enjoy the casual racism.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is you know, kindergarten compared to open bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to really go west, don't we?
The drinker says, "I'm not racist. I had Vex Electronica on my show, didn't I?" He's some sort of
box. We love you, drinker. We take the piss because you're a big YouTuber, and you know we got to humble you, my friend. We got to humble you. So, but yeah, this is like you said, it's a really good monologue. And the thing is, he's not really that wrong, because boxers do have a very short amount of time before the fucking knees give out, shoulders give out, everything. You know, and the fact that they're taking punches to the head so many times does fuck you up in the long run, and especially. Even in your late 20s, it can fuck you up. Even when you first start in boxing, getting punched in the head can fuck you up. It's just one of those things. But once again, it's setting up another plot point that's connecting to another one as well. It's like two of the plot points are colliding with each other in this scene before we get to the next one.
In a logical, believable fashion.
Yeah.
But also, because it's shot out of order, it is like a happy surprise. So that there's so many moments when you watch this for the first time. And again, that was another great thing watching it in the theater, was people going, "Oh, okay." You know?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I watched this, because I was watching this with my stepdad. He's the one that put it on. He's like, "You'll like this, man." So yeah, he was a dick though, but fucking hell, he got me into some really good movies. And he's like, "Okay, why are they walking in those dorky shirts and shorts?" I was like, okay, you know, you get me more hooked on this. You don't need to sell me. I'm already liking it. And it's so iconic as well, how a nice little accident can lead to a very iconic shot and a shitload of people going nuts on the spiritual aspect of the fact that he could be the devil, or he's looking for his soul, and his soul has been extracted from the back of his neck, because there are some religions that believe that, isn't there? Yeah, and this is where he says that last bit of monologue as well to really sell him into selling his soul. It's like, tonight of the fight, on the night of the fight, you'll feel a slight sting. That's pride fucking with you. Fuck pride. It never helps. It only hurts. And Ving Rhames, man, he fucking really nails it out the park as well.
He was really good in this, Ving Rhames.
Oh yeah, Ving Rhames can never do wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, same here.
I've never seen a bad Ving Rhames performance.
I know. I mean, the only time I've seen him go a little bit over the top was in Con Air, but he was still fun. He was.
He's great. He's great in that.
Yeah, he was
I guess
fun.
you could maybe make
perfectly in character though.
Yeah. Well, we know Rachel liked him in Con Air. Jesus.
Yeah.
Favorite character, okay. Favorite character.
I bet you'd go give him a conjugal visitor too, wouldn't you?
Well, any other day that might seem strange. Yeah. And yeah,
so this guy right here, he's a great character actor.
Yeah, he's in King of New York, isn't he, as well?
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't recognize him at first. I don't know. Might be in the little hairy patches that's supposed to be a goatee.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
He was the original choice for Jules.
oh man, I can sort of
Oh,
see it
wow.
a little bit. But yeah, I'm glad that they
Yeah.
picked Samuel L. Jackson, and he still managed to
Mhm.
give his friend a nice little part as well, because he's still very memorable, even though he's only in there for a small amount of time.
Paul Calderon is his name. He's a really good character actor. He's really, really good.
Yeah, we've seen him in Miami Vice as well, as a couple of drug dealers.
Mhm.
Yeah, he is brilliant, and yeah, Out of Sight as well. He's like the detective, isn't he, with the fedora hat, who hangs out with
Mhm.
Jennifer
Yep.
Lopez's character.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, and obviously they're all in a fucking bad mood as well, because as we found out later, because it's not one thing that happens, it's a bunch of things that happen after as well, isn't it? That
Right.
cause you
Right.
get pissed off.
Right.
So yeah, and obviously he's not met Mia yet, and everyone's laughing and he's wondering what's the fucking joke, and it does kind of make Vincent look a bit touchy as well. He's quite a touchy guy when you think
He
about
is, yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, because he's getting well, one, he's tired of people taking the piss out of him about the Mia Wallace thing, and which is a shit assignment. It's a shit assignment, clearly. And number two, he's going through withdrawal. It's been a bad day. He needs to get his fix, and all of these things are delaying him from getting getting well, as they say in the heroin trade. So
yeah, that's a fucking hard one to get well from, because I've known people who have actually gone cold turkey, but they always revert back to it.
Yeah.
They do, and they end up getting more fucked up. It's yeah, it's not good. Stay away from fucking heroin. I mean, I know it's probably going to make more kids get into heroin, but no, please stay away from heroin. Don't be a dickhead, all right?
Never take drugs.
Yeah. I'm not even full on anti-drugs, mate.
As they say in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, never take drugs.
Yeah, it just for no fucking reason.
But if you're gonna do it, you got to admit the heroin scene in this does look pretty fucking sexy. I'm not saying
yeah, they go. Yeah,
I'm
you
not
got that
saying you should do it
playing while he's injecting it in him, and you even get that face he makes as well, like he's just had a nice fucking bit of ass as well, which is almost like I said.
Yeah. And if you're really gonna do it, keep your own needles, don't share your needles, and shoot up between your toes. That's the best advice. Not that I'm advocating heroin addiction in any way, but and stay away from
now you're banned. We don't tolerate that shit.
Stay away from Cambodian brown. Cambodian brown is really bad, so just stay away from that.
Yeah, if you're left hard or getting iced out, then yeah, okay, you can shoot as much heroin as you want. We don't care.
Fucking toxic. I got a goddamn.
If you're part of stand up to racism and women against the far right, you can shoot.
I got a copyright strike. I got a warning of content encouraging people to do dangerous activities like heroin.
But yeah, he's in a bad mood as well, because obviously, like you said, the withdrawal and a whole lot of shit that we found out later, and the guy kind of calms down and is like, listen, it's none of your business. Like, why are you fucking asking me? Why are you fucking asking me about Mia for, you asshole? Because he obviously does think that she's just going to be another fucking spoiled rich whore he's going to have a really lame time with. Of course, we found out later that's not going to be the case, and it ends up being a really kind of pleasant surprise for him. But yeah, a lot of people have sort of speculated onto why he's giving Butch a hard time as well. And you can probably say the events which will unfold later on in the story, what's unfolded earlier on in the story, I should say, has contributed to it, the heroin withdrawals. And the fact he knows that Bruce Willis's character is another guy who's selling his soul when he should be having some kind of pride. But I don't know. What's your theories on that?
What was the question? I'm sorry. Give me the. I was getting a Snapchat from a hoe.
Fair play. Yeah, it's the fact that people have kind of been speculating on why he started insulting Bruce Willis's character because he doesn't
respect him, because he's a boxer and he's now giving up his trade to take a fall, and he doesn't respect him. And then plus, he was there for him as a stepfather, and he when he was in the talking baby mode, and he grew up to be this fucking loser. So
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, we're both been up and talking shit, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. That just makes it fucking funnier.
It does.
Yeah. But I think you are right on the respect thing as well, and but it could also be due to the fact that he's had this really fucking bad day as well, and he's about to have he feels he's about to have a worse day, taking out Mia Wallace as well. So it could be all of that. It could be all of that. But yeah, God, that is such a fucking funny connection. That really is. God, it's. Oh yeah, the movie revitalized 2 stars from Look Who's Talking. Sadly, it didn't do the same for Kirstie Alley.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking insult is he's going to pay for that insult later, as we see, which is so good. Tarantino is already dropping his little hints, and that's why the back and forth timeline actually works here as well. It doesn't feel like a gimmick, but he's dropping all these little hints, these little bits of foreshadowing that is going to pay off later, little setups. And yeah,
Butch wanted to rock Vincent's shit here, but he sees that he's hugged up with Marcellus, so he's like, I gotta eat shit on this one. But then he like goes out and fucking keys his car. So I mean, that's the little payback there.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, shit, man. Yeah. A pack of red apples as well. The Tarantino brand.
The Tarantino brand, yeah.
And there's
here we get fucking the Commitments, ugly bitch, and then she's fucking here with the traitorous bitch. You dirty traitorous bitch.
Tramp.
I bet you cashes Pulp Fiction checks though, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh Christ, man! Yeah, she really screwed the pooch. She just had to. All she had to do was keep her fucking mouth shut. But no, she just had to. She's not a classy lady. That is not.
She probably discovered that she wasn't going to be on the cast list of his new movie, whereas everybody else that's featured in a Tarantino movie who's still alive is going to be on the cast list.
I know, it's so petty. It is so petty as well. And obviously the Irish lady, I keep forgetting her fucking name, but she's I think her last name is Gallagher as well. But she obviously had a little bit of a role in the Commitments, and and obviously they're talking about the whole piercing thing, going the gun is a needle is better than the gun, but it's never fully relevant. But then we get to see Lance, because once again, this is setting up a disaster that's going to happen, because he
can I just say that in the 90s, I was friends with so many dudes like Lance. I had so many friends like Lance.
This was in the 2000s. They look fucking the same as well. There was always in the pajamas or something like that. And I think in the original script, it said he's a guy who's never really done a hard day's work. He's been dealing drugs since he was a kid, but he's never been arrested. Yeah. So, obviously, he's good at keeping a low profile. He's good at his job, because he is pretty good at selling fucking heroin. Really convincing Vince to take heroin, because it's like, coke is fucking dead as dead. Heroin, come back in a big fucking way, man.
Yeah. Which is a weird thing to have to explain to a heroin addict. You don't usually have to sell a heroin addict on it. Like, you could sell him the brand where he's like, now these two are fucking. I also love. I use this quite often when, especially like if I'm talking to somebody about talking to a potential client who I may know, like, like they'll ask me like, hey, I think my wife's cheating on me, or hey, I get an employee that's stealing, blah, 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 and I quote them a price of what the job is going to cost. I always do the little hand on the shoulder thing and go, those are friend prices.
Nice.
Yeah, but I've known plenty of fucking people like him as well. But my stepdad was into that kind of business. He was terrible at it, but fucking hell, you really did meet some interesting people. Just make sure you don't have any valuables lying around, because they will steal them. They would steal a torn up £10 note.
Yeah, guys like this, when we used to come over to our place. Like, if you have a guy like this at your place, or a chick, you make sure when they leave a room and you can't see them, you'd be like, hey, make sure you're clapping your hands. So you have to keep clapping the whole time you're out of my sight, because I want to make sure you're not fucking
And it looks all lived in as well. It looks like a very typical shit all you get in LA at cheap drug dealers have. And but once again, you sense the history between these two as well, because even when he says, "Hey, do you want to go out with this girl? What, the one with the shirt in the face? No, that's my girlfriend." And he doesn't get totally pissed off about it. He knows he didn't really mean any harm.
No, it's better because he goes, which one's Trudy? The one with all the shit in her face? No, that's Jody. That's my wife.
Thinking before he speaks, does he? Kind of just opens his mouth and just lets whatever comes out. Yeah, it's like anyone else would probably say which ones. Is she the one with the piercings on her face? Because that's what most people would say anyway, wouldn't they? But not him. Not him.
No, the one with all the shit in her face. I also love the little detail of like, this is how scummy his operation. Like, I don't have any balloons. How about some Ziploc baggies? Or he's like, honey, can you go to the kitchen, get me some plastic baggies and Twistix?
I know that's the thing, because heroin's supposed to be in the balloons, but the cocaine is in the bags, and that leads to a fucking disaster when
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look
at the big brain on bread. You a smart motherfucker.
That's what I love about this movie. You just start to notice new little things the more you go into it as well. And look at all the tribal shit is on there as well, because he smokes weed. It's kind of like a hippie or some kind of something, or trying. Yeah, so there's always that little bit of pretentiousness to these drug dealers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell fucking drugs to kids, but they're Buddhists as well at the same time for some reason.
Right. They always give you the whole, nah, man, this is stuff from the earth. So it's okay. We got to expand our mind. It's
God gave this to me and you.
It's pseudo spiritual nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, but there is a bit of a throwback as well to the 60s cinematography and the Italian directors with this movie as well. And this, this man.
Inside Man just went from 6 to midnight when you said that.
You better believe it, baby.
Honestly, if Sergio Leone did a bloody Pulp crime film in the 90s, he would have done it like this. The way, like you said, it's done very erotically as well. Like he's just having an orgasm, the best orgasm ever from a heroin needle. And look how loved up he is as well. He's got that fucking smile on his face, with the wind blowing in his hair and the heroin running through his veins.
Yeah, makes me want to do heroin.
I know. And the music's fucking good. I mean, I just can't emphasize how fucking great the music is in this movie. It's got that 60s.
Why are you enlarging the black slide? What are you doing? You just
that's Nick's. I blame Nick's for that. Where are you, man?
There's like a black slide. What are you trying to get? You just trying to get?
It's probably from the frames. It's probably from the frames, because sometimes it cuts to black a little bit, doesn't it, before it moves on? But I blame Nick's for that. You should have got rid of the blacks. Yeah, you're fired. I'm joking, man.
Here we go again.
I just realized what's said. Oh, I'm so candid.
I couldn't agree more. Just could not agree more.
Okay, 1 hour and 24 minutes.
What a piece of shit you are. I have black kids, you fucking racist.
Oh my God.
Damn, man. Horrible.
All right, I'll leave it out. I hate these cracker ass motherfuckers. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm time stumping that. 1 hour and 24 minutes.
There you go. Nice. Open bar, here we come.
Oh. Oh.
Oh god, I love this entrance. I love this fucking this introduction as well to Mia Wallace as well. It's so good as
Yeah.
well. They really give this mystery to her as well. She's got these like 1960s monitors, things, and everything. It looks very
Yeah.
vintage from looks like something from a James Bond movie. Look, she's even got the old big tape reel player, everything, all the vintage tapes, records, and that. She's got this real good old school retro decor, and it's man, I want a place like this, man.
Yeah. There is a deleted scene.
Yeah.
And it's on YouTube or the DVD, whichever you've got, and where she comes out with a video camera and just gives him like this whole, interview type thing. It's not bad. The dialogue's very good. Just basically asking him the difference between an Elvis man and a Beatles fan, and it's a great bit of dialogue in it, but it really slows it down.
I agree.
It's just so much better for the unseen from the back, cool walk, Mia Wallace to walk out, do that little twist with her hips, and it's like, let's go. That's much better. It works better, but if you have a mind, or you can find it on YouTube, there is that deleted scene where she kind of just basically interviews him and asks him some questions. And there's a great line in it where she says, are you the kind of person who tries to listen when people talk, or do you wait for your turn to talk?
Yeah, I wait to talk, but I'm trying very hard.
But I'm trying harder to be a listener.
It's a good, like I said, it's a good scene, but as soon as it goes to her walking and saying, let's go, it's so much better as well.
It worked better. It flows better. It flows better. Because you got to keep in mind, it's also a 2.5-hour movie without the deleted scenes. So it is not a short movie by any stretch of the imagination. So let's hurry up and get them off to Jackrabbit Slims. Let's get
because
we're gonna get a bunch of stuff, and it's just cooler to see two cool people sitting to dinner and chit-chatting than having someone with a fucking video camera interviewing him. Like
I know, and it just makes her, and obviously he's trying to make her seem a bit more playful, but you can see that already when they go to Jackrabbit Slims, and takes away the mystery of a character a little bit when you first see her, because she's kind of got this very sort of like femme fatale thing going on there, even though she doesn't really do any femme fatale stuff, but she looks good. She's got there's a confidence to her and everything, the way she speaks. She's got this great outlook on life, but she's also a bit of a cockhead as well. She likes a good.
Well, there's a confidence to her, but there's also I always pick up this kind of, will he like me? Do people like me for me, and not just that I'm the gangster mall wife? Do they actually like me? I'm bored. Can we go have fun? And can this just be a fun thing that we do? Do people talk about me? Do people just want to fuck me? Do people, can I have some friends? Like that kind of earnestness to her that she just wants to be liked. You can kind of do that.
I know, because she doesn't really drag him to any fucking shops to go buy some new shoes or anything like that. She actually takes him to a place that she thinks, you know what? I think you will like this place.
I would literally pay $1,000 to go to a place like that, and I bet that's what it would cost too. But I would love to go to a Jackrabbit Slims. This is this is amazing. If I owned a restaurant,
apparently this was during the time where over the past 6 years after Tarantino had finished writing the script, there was a lot of these 1950s like retro burger joints just appearing out of all over LA. So. And obviously, it matches his aesthetic as well, because the film is sort of like paying homage to all these old school greats and everything. Look, he got I forgot he's like a presenter of the 1950s show. I forgot one of them, but you get all these great. You get Zorro in there as well. You get Marilyn Monroe, Buddy Holly, Ricky Nelson, and you get impersonators. And God, it looks great. It looks beautiful. A lot of people are dressed up as like Hep Cats and fucking Ted Boys and everything from the 50s, and it's so brilliant. It's so epic. It kind of reminds me of Goodfellas when you see Karen go into the restaurant with Ray Liotta, Henry Hill for the first time. Seeing his wealth through her eyes, and And you can sort of see Vince is starting to look like he could be enjoying himself as well, because as soon as they get into the Cadillac and she's asking what he thinks, he's like, it's like a wax museum with a pulse, and you can see that
the
okay.
energy in this scene, watching this in the theater, just you feel like Vincent feels, like you've just been dragged into another world. And I like it. I like it a lot.
And once again, these two are fucking mad chemistry, and it's you really can't the way they build it up as well. Like there's going to be this sort of like romance they could never have as well, because you can really see they're getting along so far as well. I mean, he's obviously shooting himself up because not just because he's addicted, but also because he wants to get through this whole fucking day and get it past. But now he's surprisingly enjoying himself, and you can tell this is a guy that's mostly in his comfort zone. He doesn't really explore much or try new things, and she's kind of giving him a new little bit of an outlook on life. And like obviously she's a woman that actually just wants to. It was basically just trying to live life to the full a little bit as well. Yeah, she's kind of got a bit of a drug problem, but she's very likable though. She's very energetic, which is a nice contrast to Vince. She's so enthusiastic about trying to live life. That's how I saw the character anyway. But
yeah, I think maybe because she's been deprived of real freedom, and as Toxic was saying, real friends.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. If you're with a mobster, you can't have real friends. You can only be friends with other mobsters' wives, because because what you're gonna say to your normal friend who goes to works 9 to 5 at a fucking retail store, like, oh yeah, oh my baby just got christened and he just won the spelling bee. Oh yeah, well my husband just fucking killed someone and dumped his body in a vat of acid. It's not gonna work, is it? That's the thing.
That escalated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you said, she does want to come across a little bit like she wants to be liked as well. There is still a vulnerability as well. She's talking about a failed pilot as well, just to keep the conversation going. And this is like where we get a bit of a prototype to Kill Bill as well, in a way.
Yeah, Fox Force 5. Fox is more a bunch of foxy chicks. Force, we're a force to be reckoned with, and 5 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
I know.
Like,
I know. It sounds like a really bad cheesy 80s TV show that would have got cancelled, but
yeah, it's definitely something that would have been like in maximum syndication on UPN.
Yeah,
or something like that,
I know, and he's not phoning it in either. He actually seems interested, especially when he hears about a character had a gimmick where she tells every episode she would tell a joke that her grandpa told her years, and obviously she only got to have one, and she gets really self-conscious, and it's kind of adorable. She's like, oh no, you wouldn't laugh, and I'd just get embarrassed, she does that little laugh after, and it's like, oh, bless her.
Oh, what the names of the milkshakes? There's Amos and Andy, and what's the other one?
Amos and Andy and Martin and Lewis, because one's vanilla and one's
chocolate. Yeah.
That definitely sounds like a 50s milkshake. It does. A bit of casual racism.
I guess we know that Rachel be sucking down that fucking Amos
and
Andy.
I do like chocolate.
You're gonna miss us, Rachel. You're gonna fucking miss us. You are.
I will. Hopefully, it won't be too long. I'll be back.
Oh, no.
So I can be the butt of all Toxic jokes.
And I love the fact that she actually puts her foot down with him as well. It's like, well, I'm definitely not going to tell you because it's been built up so much.
Yeah. I never thought much of Uma Thurman as an actress up to this point. Up to like this movie, I had seen her in a lot of stuff. And I certainly didn't dislike her. I'd seen her in Dangerous Liaisons. I had seen her in Sleep With Me. I'd seen her in what's it called? Is it Jennifer 8 with Andy Garcia? I'm wanting to say. I think that's it. Yeah, that's right. Jennifer 8. Yeah. I'd seen her. Well, because she shows her titties in that one. So I've seen her in these movies, and I didn't dislike her in any way. But it's like not until this I was like, damn, she can act. And it's because when you have good stuff to work with, that's when you really see the caliber of an actor or an actress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
she seems to be at her best when Tarantino is directing her, and it really pissed me off when she started saying, "Oh, Tarantino didn't guide me when I was doing the stunt car at 20 miles an hour," and it's like, what? Oh, Tarantino spat at me. Yeah, because it was for the fucking scene in the movie, wasn't it? The character spits at you, and Tarantino had to do it because he could get a better aim at spitting than the actor could. It's part of editing. But yeah, even he starts to see why she's getting the $5 milkshake as well. He loves it, but you can really see a part of her is starting to. She's kind of feeding this enthusiasm onto him, a kind of enthusiasm that he doesn't really seem to get much in life himself.
No.
At
least not since he's been back from Europe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that is great. Like, that's milk and ice cream, right? You don't put any booze in it or anything. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just checking. He gets a bit embarrassed, doesn't he? But then we get the uncomfortable silence, and I love how she commentates. That's how you know you found someone very special. Then you can just shut the fuck up and share silence. And he's playing it cool. He's like, well, I don't think we're quite there yet, but don't feel offended because I've only just started to get to know you. But then she decides to go powder her nose and to think of something to say. And yeah, it does give him time to actually think of something to say.
And she does really go powder her nose.
She wasn't lying. I love how enthusiastic she is. It's like, don't you just love it when you come from the bathroom and the food is just sitting there waiting for you? And he seems real pissed off for some reason. I don't know what Buddy Holly did to piss him off, but he's like, yeah, we should have just started the Marilyn Monroe section.
Of course, it's Steve Buscemi, isn't it?
Steve Buscemi as well, making a nice little cameo as well, a very uncredited cameo because, Buscemi can never do any wrong in my book. He's great.
He's great.
Yeah, he volunteered to be a fucking firefighter in New York when 9/11 happened. He's the fucking goat. Have you got that clip? Let's have a look. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Yeah, he's always value added. I mean, he's not really great with the dental health care, but I mean,
no.
Damn.
Oh, I love him, man. What's that line he said in 30 Rock? And he's like, listen, how do you kill a snake? And he's like, by chopping off his head. Right. Now I won't be afraid to go to my garage. But anyway, moving on. But this is where,
Is that how you cover up a lead balloon?
It's got to be tumbleweed golf here somewhere.
What? Luke, why do I get the impression that's the same thing you say to the wife when you finish too quick? Like, anyway, moving on. You think we should get a puppy? Anyway, love, you fancy go to the Tesco this afternoon? Timestamp.
Yeah, you're gonna miss us, Rachel. You are.
Slides.
Okay. So let's get the fucking thing back up again. Sorry about that. There we go.
Is that what you said to the wife last night?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I don't want to offend you. Yeah, that's it. That's what I said.
Yikes.
Fucking hell, it's-
Mrs.
sad man
Northern
has
English, if
fucking
you're listening to
flaws.
this, he's really not telling us stuff. We're just kidding. What the fuck are you on about on your fucking streams? You fucking telling them our business. You be humping your feet for a month if you keep this up.
Yeah.
You have a feeling that we're never going to see Rachel again. She'll be dead of a heart attack. Miss that laugh. Gonna miss that laugh of yours. We really are. But it does bring back the whole foot massage front Tony Rocky horror out the window thing, though, doesn't it? Because yeah, it's just come to him because now he can find out the truth for himself from her. And
isn't it great? Isn't it so well done that it's wrong, or at least it's wrong from her perspective? So it's pretty subjective. So because we don't know, is she lying and she just doesn't want to be responsible because women dodge accountability like fucking Neo dodges bullets?
I was kind of thinking that as well. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe it kind of is true, and she's kind of very good at lying, maybe.
Yeah. Or is it possible that there really was some other reason, and it is them, you little what does she call them? Scamps. You little scamps get together, and you're worse than a bunch of old biddies in a sewing circle. What a great fucking line, man. The fucking dialogue here.
Yeah, because later on, she's looking like she wants to fucking have sex with him later when they get back home.
Yeah.
No, she's giving him the fuck me eyes. She is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Facts. Which I mean, fucking peak Uma Thurman here. I mean,
oh yeah, man.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, that hairstyle's horrible, but I mean, she's got those great eyes and that fantastic rack, man. I'd be, I don't know, I might risk it. I don't know if I'd go so far as to get thrown out of a window for her, but I mean, I'd at least take a fucking beating, for that one. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, what was Peter Griffin says? I haven't been this mesmerized by a woman's beauty since I was Uma Thurman's eye wrangler or some shit.
Was it Uma Thurman? Was it Uma Thurman that he was making fun of? Oh, Peter, don't do that. That's not nice. But you see, she's got that kind of like bulbous nose that looks like it's been broken.
She's got insanely fucking big. I mean, you can sort of see she was a bit of an ugly duckling as a kid, and somehow
facts.
And somehow she's very gawky looking. She's got this very narrow face. She's got these feet like fucking canoes, these big eyes, and yet somehow I can't resist that.
No, yeah, she is like that, but she still looks like she could take a punch, which is what I always look for. Timestamp. So anyways,
you got the twist. Yeah, we got that really good twist contest as well. And I love how she's eager to jump on, and he's like, oh no. He gets all self-conscious, but she gets him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah. I believe my husband, your boss, told you to take me out and do whatever I wanted. I want to dance. I want to win. So dance good. So.
And he doesn't get like pissed off of her as well. He's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of open to it a little bit. I'm going to see where this goes. He's like, because he's been shot up with heroin. He's always fucking shooting people. He's always, he's kind of been fucking up as well. But he does kind of get to unwind a little bit with heroin. And he fucking kills it. Even stoned out of his tits. It.
I love the methodical precision of taking off the shoes and setting them aside, and like he's making everybody kind of wait for it a little bit. And I mean, he is fucking killing it here, man. I mean, it's John Travolta. You can put not having John Travolta dance in your movie would be like putting Sydney Sweeney in your movie and not have her show her tits. I mean, it's just like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And I love how
Broken Arrow would have been made better with a dance scene. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
And Look Who's Talking definitely would.
Well, they do have dance scenes in Look.
They do, yeah.
He goes all Elvis.
Oh God,
in Play School, doesn't he? Something like that.
Oh,
it's
really?
Yeah. But I like Uma Thurman. She's got that sort of like 60s siren thing going on there as well when she moves. It's Yeah, it's very hypnotic. It's very cat-like, I should say, in a way.
Yeah.
If you guys ever get a chance, download this soundtrack. Every single song is a banger.
Oh yeah, you got
Yeah,
Chuck Berry
yeah,
on there. Chuck Berry, you never can tell. Great track. Great track.
It was a teenage wedding, and the old
Yo,
folk wished them well.
And Yoko shows up going, ah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Chuck Berry's like, what the fuck was that bitch doing here?
Yeah.
So obviously they've won the contest, everything. I mean, they're all loved up, they're enjoying themselves. I mean, it looks like he's probably had the most fun in a long time that isn't killing people. So and look, she's giving him the fuck me eyes, and he knows it.
So giving him the fuck me eyes for sure.
I know. Even as a fucking dumbass teen, I knew she wanted to have sex with this guy, and I knew he wanted to have sex with her as well because you just read.
He does recognize the look.
Mm. Yeah, because while she's getting on the music, I think she was really trying to get him in the mood to have sex as well, and he's on the top because we see him really talking himself out of it, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't know who sings this song. I know it was originally Neil Diamond, but I don't know who's covering it. But once again,
what song is this?
Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon.
Yeah. It's Neil Diamond, but I think this is a cover on here.
Yeah, I love the pep talk he gives. Like, this is a test of one's loyalty. Can you be trusted? Go out, drink your drink, be polite, but be brief. Then go home, jerk off, and that's all you got to do.
Yeah, no. This is the classiest way to convince yourself to jerk off. I never thought I'd say that in my life.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it much classier. Trust me.
Oh God, no.
hello, toxic. It's toxic. Do you fancy rogering yourself for a little bit?
But when you watch this, you can sort of see what Marcellus Wallace saw in her. Not just because she's a pretty kind of stable white girl compared to the other women who's probably had in his day. Who knows? But I'm speculating there. That's my casual racism speculating. I do apologize. But and yeah, it's building up as well. It's building up the disaster that's about to pay off on the setup.
Yeah,
I never see. That's the great thing about like this movie, and as you mentioned, you learn new things. I didn't know that it makes perfect sense, but I didn't know up until you mentioned it that the cocaine goes in a baggie, heroin goes in a balloon, and that's why she thought that's what that was. I never knew that till you pointed it. I mean, listen, 30 something odd years later, and I'm still learning shit about this film. And that's brilliant, man. That is so brilliant.
That's when you know you got a good fucking writer. And fuck the people that just say Tarantino is overrated, because if he's delivering that many layers that are still getting discovered, the more you watch it after like fucking years and years later, when our brains are supposedly supposed to be more developed, then you know you're onto something good.
Yeah. And again, watching this in a crowded theater, and she is, dicing up a line, and like you could hear the dread, like everyone was going, "Oh no," like that, and it's that ticking, that Alfred Hitchcock ticking time bomb thing. Like we know what's gonna happen, but it's like, get out of the fucking bathroom. It's like no good, but it's also kind of an homage a little bit to True Romance, where Clarence,
the standoff is going on, and
the whole standoff's going on, and Clarence is in the bathroom, fucking, like talking to his fucking fake Elvis Val Kilmer hallucination that he has because he's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, and the music does build up the tension a little bit as well. It's like he really picked a good song to complement this scene and really make you worry a little bit. And I think this might be I think it makes the song even more memorable, because when you hear the song, you're going to think of Uma Thurman bleeding out of her nose.
Yeah.
Like, and yet, fucking hell, man, it's like shit. I mean, this is the boss's wife, and she's overdosing, and you kind of like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah.
So there's those LA dark streets. I'm pretty sure Kyle Reese has just come out of there in hobo pants somewhere. Actually, is that the same location? I'm mostly joking, but it does look very similar.
Oh, I have no idea. I know jack shit about
No,
LA.
same here.
I was stationed in California, but I never left the base. So, I mean,
Wise decision.
yeah,
Mm.
I couldn't tell you with any degree. And of course, he's eating the Quentin Tarantino trademark with the fucking cereals that from the 1970s that he kept, and he's fucking eating them, you know, on a random weekend night. Just fucking this he's watching cartoons or no, he's watching Three Stooges, I think. And he's fucking
Eat
just
cereal
who
and
the fuck
fucking eating it.
smokes? Who smokes and eats cereal? Like, what a fucking such a dirtbag.
He is. He's such a loser. Look at this fucking place. Jesus Christ! It's so messy and so lived in. Has he been fucking doing any demolding, whatever? It's like, Christ, man.
That whole the huge laugh everybody got when he was like, "Are you talking to me on a cellular phone? I don't know you. Wrong number.
Yeah, so he's ringing up Lance, isn't he, looking for help, and he decides, right, if Lance ain't gonna help me, I'm just gonna crash my fucking cat and dump her on the lawn. He just slings her on the fucking lawn, which cracks me up.
This was Tarantino's car, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah, and he got stolen, I think, just after they finished filming, and I think it was recovered just a few years ago.
Oh Christ, man!
Yeah,
that long.
Yeah, that long.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That is, and yeah, once again, the tension is mounting as well because they're looking for this adrenaline shot, and he's got his fucking girlfriend bitching at him and whining at him and complaining and just making the situation even worse. It's and obviously because he's so disorganized as well, he practically has to ransack his own room just to find it. It's, but God, I will admit, I had to kind of look away because they really do build it, don't they? Even though you don't actually see the needle go in. But it's like, you need to do it in a stabbing motion. It's like, what, I got to stab her 3 times? No, you don't have to do it 3 times. Just wants to penetrate the breastplate and get the shot to her heart. That's it.
But they did it backwards, didn't they? They actually filmed it and then they reversed the footage.
By the way, that is not how you do adrenaline as a medic in the army. Do not do it that way. That is not the way to. I've always loved the line when he's convincing him to help. He goes, "You know who this fucked up bitch is? That's Marcellus Wallace's wife. And if you don't help me, I will be forced to say that you didn't help. You let her die on your lawn.
It's gonna be a fucking priest spot."
Yeah, if I get fucked up by my boss, I am not going to go down alone. Yeah. I am not. It's like, what a good friend. He gets you into fucking shit and then threatens to have you be complicit in the death of his wife. So it's so good as well. It's just like, then the impact, you don't see it, but you just see the look on Uma Thurman's face, and she's just going, with this fucking needle hanging out of her chest. Everyone's freaking out. You just feel as shocked as everyone else because it's the way it's shot, everything. And look at her face. She looks like she's just recovered from an overdose.
Yeah, atropine goes in your thigh, not in your chest. FYI.
I will remember that in case I come across an overdose in whore. So.
Yeah. I will thank you to leave my sister out of this, Northern. You stay away from her. She's got enough problems. Hating all those black guys.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it kind of humbles her as well because she's kind of been getting a bit. She's kind of carefree, but even she recognizes that if they found out about this, Vince will get fucked up over this as well, and he'll probably, who knows, would Marcellus Wallace kill her or fucking?
I mean, I don't think it's a big stretch of the imagination. He might smack her around some, or maybe he already does. But you know, when she says, if Marcellus found out about this, I'd be in as much trouble as you. And Vince is like, I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not true.
But how many memorable moments are there in this movie? Yeah, it's difficult to even keep count.
So many.
Every scene is a memorable moment.
I know.
And she just tells him the joke out of pity. Do you still want to hear it?
I mean, do you think she might have felt like she owed it to him a little bit as well because he saved her life, and she feels, okay, I can kind of trust you to tell this lame joke that I've been too self-conscious to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I got from it anyway. But she tells the joke, and yeah, it's cute. It's just a cute little joke, you know. Mama and the Papa Tomato are walking along. Baby Tomato is lagging behind, so he squishes him and says ketchup. Yeah, it's a cute joke. It is. It's like you can sort of see why this show did not get picked up.
Yeah. Well, one of many reasons. You got a
No.
super chat?
Oh yeah, RCNZ. Thank you, man. Yeah, 10
Oh, bless your heart.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, this must hit you fucking hardest, man. You've been the goat of Chuck Norris jokes. You have.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the greatest human being since AD 33. Rest well, Chuck. Countless alien and Soviet invasions were prevented by your aftershave alone. He'll be running God's security, no doubt. He'll be running the fucking universe. Never mind security. That's how all. Yeah, cheers for that, RT and Z as well. And you're always welcome to come on the streams whenever you get a chance, man. Yeah, you're an absolute legend. And then we come to once the guy, he gives her this little, he blows her this little kiss as well, and it's like, you fucking soft shite, you soppy bastard.
Oh, this is great. This is great. This is what I see whenever I see an Asian person talk. Exactly. Me, Arctic Tenderfoot. Me, Sally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That silly dog. He think Totem Pole arrive.
We need to bring back the days of casual racism. Listen, just have fucking guys doing yellow faces. You know, you're going to get your audience. And yet, this is the same actress that gets kidnapped in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. Great little connection there as well. And obviously, we see this kid as well. His name's Butch, which is the name of the boxer. So it's obviously him as a kid, and he's really young. And this is where we get a really normal Christopher Walken performance until he says "that's lad." Which, God, and it starts off so touching and moving. He's telling this great story about this gold watch that his father and his grandfather before him had gone through hell and back to preserve it and passed down to each generation. It's so touching, and Christopher Walken is so good, and it's so moving. And then he says this line. It's like, well, your dad had to hide it. He'd be damned if the
He'd be damned.
He'd be damned
if he let the daddy son put a hand on his son's birthright.
His delivery is normal as well, but as soon as he mentions the watch up his ass, it's like, he'd be damned. So he hid it in a place he knew he could hide something that's up his ass. I was just out of nowhere.
Yeah. he hid this huge hunk of metal up his ass for 6 years. He died of dysentery. He gave me the watch, and then I put it up my ass for 2 years. Now I'll give it to you.
My god.
Oh, look at Lance cutting into your fucking time, man. Lance is going live. That's fine.
Oh, is he? Oh, you bastard. You bastard. I thought you were that raving. But still, do support
the traitor.
Great channel. Great channel, and especially Tuesdays as well, when we get to hear a little bit more about stuff that you may not have seen or will have seen or yet to see or don't want to fucking see, depending. But yeah, it's sort of like I love how it sort of cuts to him waking up as well, as if the flashback was a dream, or like he's he's some kind of soldier with PTSD as well in a way. But this is where we get to the next story, the gold watch, and it's obviously we've seen this kind of story before. The boxer was supposed to throw the fight, but then goes back on his word, and because of pride and shit like that. But it's done so well because it leads to this really weird Deliverance style twist. Yeah, and I don't know this actress is as well, but I don't think I've seen her in anything else. But she's pretty good. She's got this nice little air of mystery to her a little bit. And yeah, this is where the boxer is dad as well. And yeah, Jules is not there. You're wondering, where's Jules? Why is the other guy there? Why is Sam there? But yeah, so he obviously hears that the boxer doesn't know anything, but he's prepared to torture him by sending the dogs on him. So yeah, Marcellus Wallace wants fucking blood here. He is really being fucked royally, and he does not like it, and he will not tolerate any traitors. So yeah, I'm prepared to scour the earth for that motherfucker. if Butch is indoor China, I need a Naja had in a bowl of rice and a cup of cap in his ass. So yeah, we had to use the Naja there, and I'm stumbling over it. I do apologize, but
As long as you don't slip, we're okay.
yeah. Yeah, but she's fucking dark, this woman. She's like, you killed the other boxing man. How's it feel like to beat a man with your bare hands? And it's like, okay, calm down. If that stuff turns you on, save it for home. Or at least park the car somewhere with him. Who knows if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, and he says this word is like, you know how I feel now. I know that he's dead. I feel the least bit bad about him, and he really is sort of like, yeah, fuck this guy. You know what? He shouldn't have stepped in the ring with me. He got what was coming to him. He wanted to succeed in a rigged fight, and I fucked him up for it. But yeah, he's obviously meeting a guy as well. I think he bet on himself as well to win with the money that he was paid by Marcellus Wallace.
Well, yeah, because the word got out that there was a fix on it and that he was going to take a dive, so that everyone in the know knew, he was taking a dive on this. So then he bet on himself to win, and then bet big with the money that he was supposed to use to take the dive. And then, of course, the odds were very much against him winning. And then, of course, he did win, and then not only win, but the spread was, he fucking put the guy down in the first round or some shit or whatever it was early. So yeah, and it's I don't, that's one thing I've not liked about Butch. Like, Butch killing the guy and being very blasé about it is kind of fucked up. Because it's like that guy was
pretty much said that his character is a jack. His character is a jack.
His character is a jerk. And maybe unnecessarily cruel in some ways. With that, so I do love me some Esmeralda Villalobos here.
Oh yeah, she's great. I want to know more about this fucking character.
She has her own movie. She has her own movie. So,
is she? Oh man,
yeah, it's called Curdled.
Oh yes, Joshua was just saying it now in the chat, so I'll check that out. I mean, she's got, like I said, she's got a nice little bit of mystery to her. She's very attractive. She's got a very hot accent, and she's kind of got that "don't stick your dick in crazy" vibe that I love.
Yeah.
I have the what's it like to beat a man with his bare hands? She's probably wild in bed.
Oh yeah, no, I have a rule similar to that, except it's the opposite. Do stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah. Well, the don't makes it more tempting, makes it more appealing. It's what you can't have that makes it more appealing. We're sick, folks. We're sick, folks. You won't get this.
My high school girlfriend, who I cheated on endlessly, we saw this movie together, and she, when it got re-released, and one of her favorite things to do would be to jump in bed with me and be like, "I smother you," and I'd be like, "Get off me, you fat bitch!" But I mean, she'd love to say that, just like,
oh my god,
just like Fabian does here.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by Butch being a little bit fucking cruel, because we see later as well, he's got a bit of a fucking temper, and I wonder, does he beat his fucking woman?
Well, if he doesn't, he should, dumb bitch. Everything that fucking happens after that is her fault for leaving that fucking watch behind. Who the fuck does that, man? That's crazy. There's no way she didn't know the lore about at least some of the importance of that fucking watch, man. There's no way she didn't know.
He does clearly say later that he never stayed how important it was to him. So I don't know. It's really left a bit ambiguous, isn't it? Which is probably the point. Leave a little bit of mystery. Try and come to your own conclusions about this, because it is kind of a bit of a nice scene as well. It's basically just her talking about having a pot belly, and I think it's just something that's supposed to make you feel a little bit relaxed and a bit secure until it moves on to the more extreme part of the storyline. Anyway,
yeah. Well, you kind of know he's an asshole when he's doing the whole retarded voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My name is Fabia.
Voice. Oh yeah. Oh, when I first watched this with my mates, they were laughing their asses off because we're terrible people. We are, and we don't care. But he makes a joke saying, if you had a pot belly, I'd punch you in it. And obviously she passes it off as a joke, but I'm like, yeah, I think he probably fucking would as well, and it wouldn't be a joke. But he'd probably get more hot for him than ever. But I don't know if for you it does make his redemption a little bit more fulfilling, because because redemption does play a big part in this in his character arc a little bit. It's not a big one, but it is something. But yeah, he does seem to do care about her a little bit, though. He does seem to want to take her with him, and the Mongoloid voice. And for women there who love a bit of Bruce Willis, you probably will see a hint of Bruce Willis' dick there, but not here, obviously. You have to watch the movie. Who knows? But he's teaching her like Spanish lessons and that. So I'm guessing she's French as well in real life, this actress, isn't she?
I think she is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's kind of cute as well. But yeah, he's discussing the situation with the money as well, and then he falls asleep, and then he has this. He seems to wake up from these fucking horrible nightmares. He comes across like someone who's got some kind of PTSD, but it's never really established if he was ever in the army before he did boxing or whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but he went through a lot. It's like. Bedside dresser on the kangaroo. I said the words, don't forget my father's fucking watch. Yeah, she didn't like the watch. It smells funny. Yeah, he probably hasn't. Yeah, still smells like ass. Who knows? Oh, yeah. To be fair, kills three people in this movie. His opponent, Vince, and the pawn shop guy. He's not a nice guy. No, he's because he probably has fucking killed before that as well. That's why he seems to be kind of unless it's the shock that's making him numb. But it's hard to. It's never really explained. Go watch Color of Night if you want to see Bruce's Bruce. Yeah, I think Rachel will be pausing that movie a few times. What? Yeah, I'm soon.
No.
Now, who said I was into Bruce Willis? I think we established that I have a different type here.
Yeah.
Women love Willis's Willis.
If you'd have said Ving Rhames is fucking something or other, then she'd have been like, hell yeah.
Ving Rhames. But yeah, this is another little moment that I kind of come to another conclusion after a while when I was doing the notes, because this is sort of hinting that he's going to go through his own little battle to survive with the watch, like his on a much smaller scale, obviously, compared to his granddad and father.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, she tries to wake him up because he's a bit tired and he's getting dressed, and she's talking about, we're gonna have we're gonna have pie and pancakes, and then
anytime is a good time for pie.
Yes, yeah. And then this is when he turns, when he finds out the watch is not in there. And she's like, well, it should be. Well, it should be, but it's not here now. So where the fuck is it? I know, yeah. I mean, I think this was the first time.
We have all channeled our own little Bruce Willis things when the wife fucks up something stupid. I mean, losing a priceless heirloom when you're on run from the mob, or when someone needs to hurry up because you're being chased down, if the meatloaf is overcooked, any of those reasonable things to scream and possibly beat your wife.
Yeah, but I love the outburst. I use it all the time in my fucking reviews as well. It's such a good outburst, and whenever something in the movie has pissed me off royally, I do feel like watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. I think if he hasn't physically abused his wife, he probably will do sometime in the future, unless he keeps his anger in control. He seems like he probably might have beat a couple of women in his girlfriends in the past. Who knows? But he is trying to sort of be the nice guy a little bit as well. And look how scared she is. I mean, yeah, that's a woman that gets the shit kicked out of her.
Well, it's a strange thing about women beaters. They all have women to beat. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a single woman beater.
Oh yeah.
They always got a woman to beat.
Fucking hell. It's
I'm not saying that women enjoy being in toxic relationships. See what I did there? But I'm not saying that they don't either. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Women love chaos. That's the thing. Women love chaos.
I mean, women like to get punched every now and again too. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh. Holy hell.
I've known enough to fucking confirm that. I have known enough. I've known a fucking guy who.
And I'll tell you the reason that I know that is because I'm a dangerous individual, but I attract that kind of woman. But when they find out that I have an abhorrence to violence against women, that I just physically won't do it, that's usually when I get dumped and they go leave me for a guy that will, they're like, listen, Tox, I like you. You're funny. You got a lot going on. You're cute. You're fun time to be with. You're Viking in the sack. But I need someone to beat the fuck out of me every now and then, and you're just not willing to do it. And you had a strong beat the fuck out of me vibe, and you just don't hit women. So I got to find someone who will, and they do.
Right, I knew a fucking woman who got with a guy who slept with a fucking 14-year-old daughter. He was her stepfather, 14-year-old daughter, and she still fucking stayed with him. She didn't give a shit about kids. She gave a shit about it. No. Yeah, it's fucked up. No, it's true, though. It's true.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, women are fucking weird creatures. I mean,
100 women versus accountability. Who's going to win?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But he realizes he has to get this fucking watch now. And she's like, I saw the watch and I thought I got it, but then I realized it smelled of ass and I didn't want to go near it. It's like, it smells like my ass, so I can handle the smell. So,
yeah. Look how fucking mad he is.
Because, yeah.
This is what I look like in traffic, in case you want to know. Like when I'm driving, that's what I look like the entire time. So I love this is a great tracking shot here of him.
I know, because he's trying to be careful and not get seen on the street, so he's having to cut through all these backyards now. And look out. Yeah, this is the real LA. Look, it's all fucking trashed up, everything and broken. It's and a great close-up as well, just to add more suspense while he's turning, just little things while he's turning the key. But he manages to find the watch, but he sees the place seems very clear. He doesn't see no sign of any of the gangsters after him, so he decides, hey, I'll have some processed fucking pastry.
Yeah, who the fuck who does that? Dude, you can stop at McDonald's on your way out of town. Like, why?
I know.
And so many people are like, why doesn't Vincent react? It's because Vincent believes that it's Marcellus walking into the apartment. He thinks it's Marcellus there because him and Marcellus have teamed up. That's why Marcellus has 2 things of coffee and some pastries or whatever on the thing. He's like, well, I'm going to run out and get some coffee. You hold the fort. And because he's a fuck up, Vincent goes and decides he's going to fucking take a shit when there's no one for Overwatch, because of course he is, because he doesn't think anyone's going to come back. And because he's dumb. So, and he's always in the bathroom for a long time because heroin makes you constipated.
Yeah, it does that as well. And bad things always seem to happen when Vince goes to the fucking bathroom. He goes to the bathroom at Mia's house. She overdoses. He goes to the bathroom here. He gets fucking capped. He goes to the bathroom in the restaurant. The fucking robbery happens. It's like, and the fact he's leaving his fucking gun out as well, that is stupid. But it might also just be not just a heroin addiction, the fact he's a fuck up, but also the fact that he's had accidents with guns at close quarters, as we see later.
No, that's that's probably Marcellus's.
That's a good point. Anyway, I just thought he just left his fucking gun behind.
No, because Marcellus would not think that Vincent would go fucking chill out in the fucking toilet for however long.
There's a lovely little parody of this scene in episode 1 of the second season of Spaced. Yeah,
where
really good.
Where Mike comes out the toilet and he's got this very fucking girly book, and she's looking at him thinking, what the fuck is that you're reading? Yeah, watch Spaced. Anyone, I highly recommend that show. If you're a big movie nerd, you will appreciate all the little references that happen as well. And it doesn't feel forced. It feels very organic to the characters. But yeah, I like how clever he is as well. He's like wiping the fingerprints, everything. He's like cleaning up everything that he's touched. Okay, he's been very careful here.
I love the little detail of the smoke alarm going off because of the weapon.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he fires after the fucking pastries pop out of the toaster as well, because I mean, there's no such thing as a silencer. It just kind of like
Right.
delays the sound, doesn't it? Really?
It's a yeah, they call them
Yeah,
suppressor, yeah.
suppressors, yeah. It just takes all of the excess sort of charge and channels it round in various parts of the suppressor. You know, it's a bit, but they're not good for accuracy. Certainly, you're not going to get accuracy with a Mac 10 or Mac 11 like this.
No, but I mean, you don't need it if you're 4 feet away. And
yeah.
And because for fucking longest time, I actually thought this was Vincent's gun, and it might have been the incident with Marvin that made him realize I don't want to have a gun in close quarters after what happened last time. But no, not so. Yeah, that's a good point. That as well. It kind of makes a bit more sense. So yeah, and then we get the white Civic Honda. Is it a Civic Honda? It's a white Honda anyway. That Jackie Brown uses later on, and yeah, it becomes. I think it gets used later on in. I can't remember. I know it gets repeated a lot in Tarantino movies. But yeah, I love how he's cocky as well. As like, it's where it's gonna be. They're just gonna keep underestimating you. So yeah, he's kind of bested them twice here already, hasn't he?
Yeah. And then randomly.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Hey, I know you. You're snakes, aren't you?
I love the whole motherfucker.
Yeah. Right when it's happening as well, the lyrics go, "It's good to see you." Da, da,
Yeah,
da, da.
yeah.
It's like, oh, that's so...
It's perfect.
Yeah, he runs him over. Oh, yeah, there's another bitch on the right as well. What's it? Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, but back then she was actually pretty funny and based. She was pretty funny.
She was kind of funny in Seinfeld, but God, she's turned into a right weirdo. I mean, she's got to be a fucking lizard in real life. She's got to be. I mean, she can't be human.
I believe it.
Yeah, definitely. But he's also concussed and everything. And oh yeah, this is so fucking Nazis. He's got this double-breasted shirt on there with no collars. It's like, yeah, if you're a white guy, you will never pull that shit off with a suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's injured as well. He's pulling the glass out of his nose. It's probably fucking broken. And this poor lass gets shot by it.
This got so many laughs. People are so cruel because it's got so many laughs in the theater when that happened.
I know. It's like, and I think that's the same woman that gets dragged out by Steve Buscemi in Reservoir Dogs.
It is. The
Yeah.
same woman.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to stay.
She has to have a fucking accent. She needs to get. I really hope
Stay in the
she's not
house.
away from LA because bad shit.
Stay in the house, bitch. Yeah, like...
So yeah, he chases him down. Obviously, Marcellus can't get a good aim because he's still suffering really bad concussion here as well. He's which is understandable. But yeah, he manages to get the upper hand and pummel the fuck out of him. And it's like, okay, he's just been run over with a car. He's got bad concussion. That should kill him. One punch should have just fucking killed him there.
Yeah.
But I love how he relays the quote as well. That's pride fucking with you. You fight through that shit.
Feel that sting, big boy. I like the foot on the neck and then the pistol at his head, and then he puts the hand up to block the spray.
I know that's a good, nice touch. Yeah,
great, nice touch right there.
Yeah,
and I especially love Maynard. Take your foot off the Niger.
I know, and that's the thing is because we're kind of cheering on these, we're kind of sympathizing with these people who are good people, but then we meet these characters who really are unsympathetic and
way
really
worse.
Way
worse. Yeah.
I know. I mean, fucking hell, man. This is. I remember watching this the first time. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, what is happening here? I mean, do I want to go further here? Because this is going into some very, very dark territory here, and I may not come back from the abyss here. So they're all ball gagged, and this is where we meet Zed as well, and the fact that he's a character who's supposed to be on the side of good, and he's such a despicable human being. Rest in peace, Peter Green, by the way.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to come across another character who's just recently passed away, and that's the Gimp. But
did the Gimp pass? The Gimp passed away? Oh.
Yeah, he did. He passed away. Bless him.
Poor guy.
I know. I was like, it just got fucking weirder as well. When got this gimp out. He's been kept in this cage for so long. This little dog cage thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man!
I think you better
people.
You better bring out the gimp. I think the gimp's sleeping. Well, you best go wake him up then. Yeah.
I know. It's the way.
I'm not gonna say Rachel and her husband have a guy like this in their basement, but I'm not gonna say that they don't either. So.
I'm not gonna say the same thing about me either as well.
Yikes!
It's no one's business. Oh, I'm so glad I did this movie. I'm so glad I picked this movie because it is just giving us so much fucked up.
So logistically, like, who gets, if that does happen, who gets the gimp out? Is it you or the wife? I'm curious. And how is that initiated? Is she like
nice?
Is she like, Luke? Are you feeling a bit randy tonight? Should we get the gimp out? I love. Go ahead.
Who's been naughty and who's been nice?
Yeah. Okay.
Christmas rules. So
gotcha.
I don't know. There's something about the way he taps his fingers on his leather fucking noggin as well, which makes it even creepier and funnier. I don't know why, but it's a nice little detail that just makes it more unsettling. And then this music plays. But he breaks free and he knocks the fucking gimp out, and I think he might have broke his neck when on the whiplash of the leash anyway.
Because wasn't I think the piece of music that he wanted to use was My Sharona, wasn't it? For this scene.
That would have ruined the song for everyone.
My goodness.
And unfortunately, he couldn't get clearance on the piece of music, or they wouldn't allow it when they realized
they didn't want My Sharona to be associated with a prison rape sex scene down in the basement of a
Shockingly, no.
So does he penetrate him to the rhythm of that? Christ, man. Yeah, this is conjuring up some fucked up images in my head that I really should not have indulged in. I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Why? What have you got going on?
Yeah.
You're bringing a gimp out?
You're bringing out the gimp tonight?
Oh, I don't even know if I have the energy yet tonight. So we'll see.
So do you have like one dedicated gimp, or you just pick a random homeless person and you're like, listen, usually I would kill you, but you do have there's a way you could extend your life a little bit by putting on this leather suit and hanging out down in my cellar.
If they earn their right to live, then yeah, sometimes it can last maybe a day or two.
Yeah. All right. Oh. Cool.
But I just love this shot as well, where it looks like he's about to leave, but then it's almost like he is looking at the camera to say, "No, I would never wish this on my worst enemy. I can't leave him like this, despite the fucking feud we have." Yeah, even he's thinking this is too fucked up to let happen. So, yeah, he does show a little hint of humanity here as well, and I love Tarantino when he does this as well. It's like he pulls out the chainsaw. It's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's like, he pulls out the hammer. He's Peter Gabriel and Sledgehammer. Okay, I'm making that bit up, but then he gets the katana sword, samurai sword, and it's like the dishonored samurai or Ronin who's looking to regain his honor.
Oh wow, that's deep.
Yeah, nice bit of symbolism.
That's deep.
Nice.
Yeah, I can tell you this: Marcellus is extremely lucky that it's. What a great slide to be stuck on right now.
Oh Christ!
Marcellus is very lucky. It was Butch who had a father in a POW camp, and because if it was me, I would have also gone through all this, but I would have found the biggest, heaviest dildo I could find in that place, and I would have just thrown it down into the cellar. Give him the DP, boys. Give him the DP.
Yeah, the POW reference as well. Yeah, he's like, okay. He's probably learned a bit about the atrocities and has some kind of feeling towards it. But oh god, this fucking shot, even out of context, this looks fucking dirty. It does.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's like he's really well hung and Butch is jacking him off from a bit of a distance.
Jesus.
So
No, I did not think that was. Who the
That's
fuck
just
starts a
you.
conversation like that? Yeah, I think you saw something that wasn't there, buddy. I think. Jesus, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, Corner's fucked up my mind. I think I should go back on North. I should.
Yeah.
Just go full cold turkey. But yeah, but he does kind of penetrate him, really. Yeah, just not in the way that we were talking about. Yeah.
Well, in all seriousness, the reality of it, like, it takes, this is horrific, but we never really see anything, like he does the angle of the camera. You don't really see him do much to this, like it's all below the sight line and stuff like that. So it's just like, I mean, we know what's happening, but it's, but yeah, it's cool.
I know but yes, so Butcher's probably killed a lot of fucking people that we haven't known about yet, because he does it so easily as well. He does it like a guy who's he kills the way a fucking guy eats cereal. It's just so trivial and casual.
I mean, he does it like he was a fucking off-duty cop stuck in a fucking Nakatomi Plaza in Christmas Eve.
Or a fucking gumshoe whose wife is cheating on him with his boss. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love him. He's got the fucking "I'm gonna kill you" eyes right here. It's like, you want that gun, don't you, say? Go ahead, pick it up. So,
yeah, I love the little when Peter Green half reaches and he goes, "That a boy!" Like, yeah, I want you to do it. I want you to do that for sure.
I know. It's like, he's like seeing who can draw fast, isn't it?
Right.
I know. The Marcellus just gets up. He's like, "Step aside," Butch. He cocks the shotgun, and I think he shoots him in the dick. I'm like, "Fuck you know." Well, damn, man.
Where else would he shoot him after that experience?
In the dick. Huh? That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
Yeah.
He had it coming.
I know. But
I love that. Are you okay? Nah, man, I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
God, Rames fucking sells it. He really does. I mean, it's like, okay, envision that you're being raped by someone. How would you react? It's like, well, I've been in prison a couple of times, not that anyone else has known us. So I could pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, Quentin. Usually I'm the one doing the raping, but I think I can get it.
And he obviously asks what now, and he thinks he means what he's going to do to fuck his head. It's like, I'm going to get a couple of nudges here with pair of pliers and a blowtorch. You hear that, hillbilly boy? I'm going to get medieval on your ass.
Yeah, he brought that phrase, "I'm getting medieval on your ass," into the vernacular, didn't he?
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Someday.
So quotable, this film. It really is. Yeah. And Billy means, "No, what about me and you?" And it's like, "Oh, that me and you. There is no me and you." It's like, "We're cool. Yeah, we're cool. But know this. Don't tell anyone about this. Leave town. Don't ever come back. You lost all your LA privileges." And it's like, okay, you saved my ass, but I still can't let you off the hook totally.
Well, he didn't save it. He didn't save his ass. I mean, the ass was. The ass was not saved.
Well, he came back for him when Zedward came in him. So.
Oh.
Oh yeah. You won't get this shit on Mr. Brown's Alliance. You won't. Yeah, so still.
What do you say after that? Anyway.
Well, it's the first day of spring. You got to bloom a little bit here.
Yeah, I just had to swallow a bit of sick.
Rachel, I bet if you had a nickel for every time some guy told you to do that, you wouldn't be doing that shit with us. God dang it, Rebel Rose, you come on behind this barn and you swallow a bit of sick for old daddy.
Oh, God.
Uncle Dave, helping me milk the cows. I don't want to do that no more. You're not going to get this kind of quality incest humor on the open bar. You've got to come to
Oh yeah, that would have been an even more fucked up choice to have him being bumped. So it's like, oh, the stream's gonna go on for a good while now. It is.
While the rest of the panel is composing themselves, I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay.
Butch makes it back to the motel in time to hurry his escape with his loved one.
I know, yeah. So he steals the fucking chopper, doesn't he? And obviously she's upset because he's been gone such a long time. She sees he's fucked up, but yeah, it's like, listen, I'm so sorry. I've been hard on you, but come on, did you get the breakfast? No, I didn't get the breakfast. I was like, okay, let's talk about while we get the fuck out of town. So yeah, they kind of ride off into the sunset, and we never know what happens to them next. And then I don't want to. And then we cut back to the confrontation between Jules and Vince in Brett's room with fucking Boy George from The Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Do you really want to hurt me?
Yes.
All right, R.I.P. Alexis Arquette. Hopefully they'll find a cure for AIDS one day.
Yeah, no, he became a fucking transsexual later on, didn't he? It's like,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's as gay as a $3 bill.
Oh yeah. I love his reaction as well when he's listening to the fucking Bible quote and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, this guy's for real. And then he hears the shots and he's like, shit, man. Marvin's all panicking as well, and he's like, well, yeah, you invited these guys around to kill these people. So I'm guessing he's never seen people killed before, so
yeah,
he's obviously traumatized. But yeah, fucking Boy George Seinfeld look like pops out, just unloads the full 6 rounds on them and doesn't hit anything apart from the walls. And
yep,
such a great shot as well. They just look at each other, they check themselves for bullet holes, look at each other, and just blast him. Yeah. Obviously, Marvin is panicking. Is like, why the fuck didn't you tell us someone was in the bathroom? Did it slip your mind that someone was in there with a fucking hand cannon? And I love Jules' delivery. Hey, you see the size like only fired at us? It was bigger than him. And this is where we get the divine intervention speech as well. It shows once again showing just how different these two guys are as well. Is that he sees it as something very, very spiritual and something that was meant to happen, but Vince just sees it as some weird thing that happened, and that's it. And it does kind of lead to something. There is a kind of philosophy as well, because now we're seeing Jules sort of contemplate his life and actually think about maybe trying to redeem himself and live an honest life, while Vince carries on with his job, but then he pays for it, doesn't he? Later on,
he does.
I know. But yeah, this is like you said. Yeah, he's a fuck up, because who the fuck aims their gun at someone while they're having a conversation with
your finger on the trigger and around in the chamber, and it's a fucking 45, and but you got to admit, pretty fucking funny. Oh man, I just shot Marvin in the face.
It's so shocking. It's so shocking. That's why it's so funny. It's so shocking and mean and
freaking reaction.
I know.
His reaction is what makes it funny.
Oh, I shot Marvin in the face.
Like he spilled coffee. Like he spilled coffee in the car or something like that. It's like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, he got all the brains hanging out of his afro, everything. It's just it's so morbid. It's so morbid. But
I had this. Hey, real quick, I had this friend named Mark Lennox. And his before I joined the army, we worked at 2 different places together. His entire function in life was to drive me insane by singing weird pop hits from the 90s or to say a random dialogue from a movie just to make me laugh at inopportune times. He walked in the back when I was pulling a keg out from when I pull a keg out from the beer thing. Just walked up to me, he goes, "You watch me wash them." I once dropped a whole thing of glasses that I was bringing up to the bar because he goes, "A pair of titties and an ass like a 10-year-old boy." And I was like,
Oh my God.
"Oh, Mark Lennox, God bless you, buddy.
Get some wet.
Yeah,
Am I right? Am I right?
You watch me
God.
wash them. I watch you get them wet. I used the same goddamn. Maybe if I had some lava, I could have done a better job.
I used the same fucking soap you did, and when I did, it didn't look no goddamn maxi pad. Oh, Christ. Yeah, so they've got to go to Jimmy's now and get the car off the road and trying to find out how they can dispose of this body because, yeah, it's a big fucking mess now. They've just done this job. They've managed to pretty much get what they needed, and then this other thing has just happened, which has made the situation even worse. And I think I did read a little bit on the backstory of Jimmy, and it's speculated that Jimmy did work with these guys, but then he decided to go straight after he met Bonnie, and Jules has always kind of respected him for it anyway. But that's been the speculation on the character, and I kind of like that little theory as well. But yeah, once again, it shows just how much more thorough Jules is, while Vince is a bit sloppy. You know, he doesn't wash his fucking hands properly like he should. I mean, he's soaking the fucking cloth in blood while Jules has done the same soap, and it's managed to still be clean. But yeah, they've got to smooth things over him as well because they've just dropped this dead body in his house. He's freaking out. His wife is going to come home and probably leave him due to all this. And yeah, I love how they're buttering him up with the whole coffee, aren't they? It's just so fucking comical and so.
Apparently, there's coffee mugs that you can get from Amazon that say, "You spring this gourmet shit on me."
Yeah, I want to get that cup.
Oh, love that. His taste
I'd have been
is
happy
choice,
with some
right?
I'd have been happy with some freeze dried Taste's Choice, but you spring this gourmet shit on us.
Yeah. But Tarantino's not the best actor, but he is still funny, even though I don't really buy him as a former gangster because he's just so nerdy, isn't he? But
yeah,
he does get some good lines. It's like, don't talk to me about my coffee. I know who drinks it. I know what it tastes like, okay? But it ain't the coffee on my table. It's the dead Niger in my garage. Did you see a sign? Dead Niger storage. Did you see a sign that said dead Niger storage? It ain't there because storing dead Nigers in my fucking business, okay?
Someday he's gonna fuck that up.
Oh, look
hope I'm here when he does.
Right there. That was a good slide. That last one. Look, Jimmy, man, we ain't trying to store the motherfucker.
It'd be so whiny as well. There's nothing you're gonna say that's gonna make me forget I love my wife, okay?
You need to call some people, huh? You need to make some phone calls and fucking do it. Get the fuck out of my house, man. I just feel like he's just Quentin Tarantino playing Quentin Tarantino.
It is. Oh yeah, it
fucking
is. It is. He should have got another actor to play this. You know, someone who can still be an average guy, but still sell the fact that he used to be a criminal. Who maybe not be totally.
Steve Buscemi would have been better.
Steve Buscemi would have fucking.
That would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, someone do an AI version of the scene and put Steve Buscemi in there, please. Because
yeah.
It's not as bad as his Australian slaver in Django Unchained. He's like, "Oh, I got some dynamite for you, little fuckers, huh?" What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Girl, I can- Oh no!
Oh, no.
Why do Australians put an R in their nose?
Yeah, that's they do that if they're from Melbourne for some reason. All the people from Melbourne, they say, "Oh no, oh no, I need to go." What? Weird.
Yeah, I don't get things.
Well, it is Australia.
There's areas in
Yeah.
England that think rolling cheese down a hill is like something to be celebrated. You know, no offense to those people, I don't get it, but you know, there's probably
Although
some.
just quickly sidetracking, wasn't it hilarious seeing all the Muslims chuck the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese out of a mosque, calling him a putrid, filthy dog? I thought it was hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so 15 minutes and Toxic has got a jam, but yeah, it's fair play, man, because we are coming up a little bit more closer to the end as well. But yeah, obviously we've got the ticking clock now, haven't we? So we got Bonnie coming on from a graveyard shift, so they have to act quick. So it's ramping up the tension here. Okay, because Jimmy does seem like a very nice guy as well. So he's got this nice, honest life now. He's away from crime. He's got this woman who he cares about, and I don't think we do want to see him losing. And even Jules is actually going out of his way to make sure the scores away so he doesn't wreck his marriage because, okay, he's his friend, you know, he doesn't want to be an asshole and, you know, destroy all that for him. And yeah, look at me, look at her. She's looking fucking good, all relaxed with a little fruity alcoholic drink. And, you know, and Marcel Chabot is in a turtleneck just rocking it in the fucking Beverly Hills, Malibu area, probably.
The life that Rachel wants.
We all want that.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
You ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm sending the cavalry, Jules. Chill them motherfuckers out and wait for them to arrive, which will be shortly. You ain't got no problem, Jules.
I know.
Chill them motherfuckers
out. I know. He kind of fucking gets angry at Marcellus Wallace, and Marcellus Wallace actually calms him down. He doesn't get angry himself. He just
it's because reassures him. You know, you've got, you know, it's like anything else. It's like in the military, you've got the fucking the soldiers on the ground and deep in the shit, and the commander far from the front, just, you know, giving, you know, like, oh, I'm just contemplating ifs. I'm looking at possibilities. But man, I'm fucking taking fire right now. I ain't got time. Like, let's go. Send in the troops, man. Let's fucking make something happen. And of course, we get the great Winston Wolfe by the amazing and you know, and it's just, it's show don't tell, isn't it? The testament to his character. He's like, what do you say? It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there in 10. And it's just like 9 minutes, 8 or 46 seconds later or something, like whatever it is. And then which just tells you everything you need to know about this guy. Like he fixes problems easy.
Yeah, I think someone made a video essay on that. Why is the scariest character in this movie? But I've not watched it yet. But I can probably have an idea why, because the fact that he can so casually pretty much solve these problems so calmly and so methodically, and command such presence and authority as well amongst these two guys shows everything about this character as well. He doesn't yell. I mean, and look, this is really good exposition, even though there's a lot of talking. He's trying to find out what can be done to solve this problem. He's even asking questions about the car, making sure there's no problems with the brakes, or if you know, does it stall, whatever. Is there any?
Yeah, it's looking at all the variables, everything that could go wrong.
Yeah, he's no detail is left unturned. That's what I like about it. He's very precise.
Even to this day, when I bark orders at my subordinates, when we have a bunch of shit going on and I bark orders at my subordinates, I still say, pretty please, sugar on top.
Sugar on top. Clean the fucking I know. Because it goes to show that once again, Vince is showing to be a little bit touchy as well. He backs orders and he's like, well, a please would be nice. You know, it's like, yeah, mate, I think you just better shut the fuck up. This guy is helping you out here. And but no, once again, he's speaking without thinking.
Yeah, he certainly is the dumbest one in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I know. Yeah, the fact that he's not had his fucking heroin fix as well. He's obviously making a dumb decision. Even Jules is like, mate, please shut the fuck up, please.
Yeah.
And he's trying to calm the situation a bit as well.
Yeah, I love that when he says later, he's like, he didn't even really get mad when you was fucking with him. He was just a cool motherfucker. Because it's like you were clearly in the wrong. Like you literally created this situation, and now you want him to be fucking nice to you when he's fucking telling you how to get it unfucked. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, are you an oak man, Jimmy? Oak is good.
Yeah, but yeah, he kind of does this call, and then he tells him later that he's about to inherit a big fortune as well. So yeah, I'm guessing that's just a payoff as well, just to sort of like compensate him for his troubles in a way.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it's so funny as well because Jules is the one that's cleaning up the backseat when it's fucking Vince's fault as well, and it's like, do not give a shit. Red light, okay?
Yeah, you finna blow? Oh, you finna blow? Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. I'm Superfly TNT. Whenever my hands touch brains, I see red. In fact, the fuck am I doing back here? You're gonna come back here and clean up this dead Niger's skull.
That was
it's upset, but it's so funny. It's like people would in this situation, which makes it more upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can't cover it up in these fucking dorky sheets as well. And it's like, obviously, it's not a permanent solution because they've still got to dispose of the car. It's just gonna probably keep away some attention for a little bit until they can actually get rid of the actual car itself. But now they've got the other problem. They got to clean all the blood off them and everything. They got cold water, and yeah, look at John Travolta. I mean, he really lost that fucking dancer's body in the 90s. I mean, he really piled on the pounds him a bit.
No, give him a break.
Yeah.
He was in all those Look Who's Talking movies.
Yeah. He probably lived well off that money. He really did. So yeah, they have to suffer some more humiliation of fucking being sprayed outside by cold water, outside in the backyard, like fucking dogs. And then you got them in these fucking dorky shirts and shorts, and even Jimmy is like, dorks. You look like a couple of dorks. It's like, haha, they're your clothes, motherfucker. But it goes back to the Elmo Leonard as well, where the characters are funny, but they don't realize the joke is on them.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's letting them know to not do anything if they get pulled over by the police. Don't say anything unless he tells them to. So yeah, this guy has done this thousands of fucking times. I mean, God knows he must have lost count of how many bodies he's had to dispose of in his day. I mean, and he's done it so coolly. It's so trivial to him. It's just like another day at the office for him. And yeah, I kind of get why he is kind of intimidating. The fact that he can do this kind of thing without a second thought. Yeah.
What does she ask him? What did she ask? Are they going to go to a volleyball? Are they late for a volleyball game?
Yeah. Really Sweeney.
It's Pat. It's Pat.
Oh, Pat. Yeah. But yeah, I think she was a comedian as well there. But yeah,
SNL. She played It's Pat on SNL.
Yeah, she does get some funny lines in here as well, and yeah, fucking Harvey Keitel is just so charming and so cool and so affable as well as, despite the fact he's this sociopath. But yeah, you want this guy to hang out. You kind of want to hang out with him, but he seems like a much better guy to ring when you have a problem, and that's it. But
yeah.
But I love this quote as well, where he goes, "Respect to one's character." And it's like, I have character. Like, of course, you are a character. Does it mean you have character? And this is where we go right back to the beginning of the start without realizing it.
As soon as I cannot tell you the wave of oh no in the theater when they realize what restaurant they're in and exactly how this is bookended itself and come around full circle, like the wave of people going, oh no, and it's like yeah. Travolta did get ripped for Basic. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he did lose a little bit of weight for Get Shorty as well. I think even when he lost weight, he still looks a bit bulky anyway because it's like you
Well,
get
as
older.
John Travolta is built very similar to the way I am built, I will have you eat a dick. Okay, how about that?
It's okay. Some women like them thick.
Oh, lots of women like me the way I don't worry about I don't worry about doing a bunch of sit-ups when you got a mouthpiece like this. As long as you stay toxic, women will come running.
Yeah, it's all about how confident you are, how much of a dick you are, how funny you are, and
That's
how
right.
much of a ruthless bastard you can be as well. You know, if
Yeah.
you beat a guy to death with a fucking tire iron, and that woman is going crazy for you even more, then yeah, you're in the right. You're doing well.
Yeah.
Don't know why I mentioned tire iron. It's bringing back.
Yeah,
moving on.
it's probably a flashback.
Yeah.
I can just hear Mrs. I can hear Mrs. Northern right now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Northern. Nick, what do you do with the tire iron? It's missing again, isn't it? Why is it always why does it always smell like petrol when you come back from the Tesco?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it goes back to the old conversation as well, where because they're kind of having a little bit of laugh about it as well. They've had a pretty fucking intense day, and they are sort of like starting to unwind a little bit as well. And we get this little conversation about because once again, it shows just how different they are as well. He's obviously trying to eat a bit cleaner, isn't he, Jules? While Vince is eating the pancakes with bacon and everything, and the maple syrup and butter. And
I've always loved that line because people are like, "Oh, but bacon tastes good. Pork chops taste good. Well, sewer rack tastes like pumpkin pie. I would know because I would eat the filthy motherfucker."
But yeah, this is where it starts to get a bit serious as well, where they go back to them surviving a Seinfeld transsexual shooting at them earlier. It's but obviously he's just like, listen, yeah, I know it was weird. It was just weird, but really, is it really God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets? And yeah, he's obviously caused him to reflect on his life at the moment. He actually wants to try and be better. So
as someone who has literally been sprayed with 7.62s and walked away with not much of a scratch and had an RPG rocket not arm because the guy got too close when he fired it and it got stuck in the wall behind me, I 100% side with Jules in this conversation. You don't judge that shit off of merit. You feel the touch of God come through, and you know that God took a notice and God got involved, and he wants you to do something. And in Jules' estimation, that means whatever path he's on, he needs to switch the path and go figure something else out. And that's fine. And he's completely okay with it. But of course, brass tacks, Vincent can't even think of that because he doesn't want to be, although really Vincent's lifestyle adheres more towards what Jules is talking about than Jules, because Vincent could easily go be a bum underneath the fucking causeway somewhere shooting up heroin. That'd be perfectly fine. You know what I mean? The quality of the heroin he's doing would probably decrease, but I mean, he doesn't do much, and wouldn't be too many more Jack Rabbit Slim's dance contests in his future, but who gives a shit? He could easily go live that life. Whereas Jules seemingly has a girlfriend, by the way, the wallet that he has that says bad motherfucker on it, that's Quentin Tarantino's wallet. So in case you're
wow.
Yeah, because I mean, you see a lot of the Elvis sunglasses.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the Elvis sunglasses in these movies as well, and Tarantino, and I think they're Tarantino's as well, because we've seen him sport them a couple of times whenever he's doing like movie premieres and that.
Yeah.
Once again, it does show a great contrast between these two as well, because he does walk away from the life of crime and probably lives a good long life. Who knows? But while as we know, Vince fucking dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he could have walked away himself, but he didn't. But yeah, and he plays it so well as like he's like the sinner that's reflecting on his sins. It's there is a spiritual element to this. There is some kind of Christianity.
Well, yeah, every story ends with someone being saved. Every story, every one of these little little vignettes, whatever you want to call them. Everyone, at the end, someone or someones are saved at the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. But once again, Vince is just too oblivious to it as well. He's just kind of stuck in his own ways way too much. You know, it's like, he's very ignorant to it as well. He just can't see from Jules' point of view. He just can't. He's like, wait, did you get this decision while you were sitting there eating your muffin? It's like, yeah, I was just sitting there eating my muffin, drinking my coffee, and had what alcoholics call a moment of clarity. And he's like, Jesus Christ, has he fucking cracked? But yeah, as soon as he goes to the bathroom, you get this shot as well where he's just, you can really see he's reflecting on it, everything at the moment as well. And it's all said in his eyes.
Yeah. Continuity error. She changes her dialogue, and Amanda Plummer's dialogue changes from the opening scene to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was, excuse me, that was something that he said, you know, he didn't mind because different people's perception of different events, you know, we all perceive things very, very differently. So
Mandela.
whenever we try to recall
Fair play.
something,
I mean,
our
that's fair
stories
play.
is going to be completely
And of
different.
course, we get the great. I got to bounce here, guys, because I got to get on station. I'm actually going to barely make
We're
it.
nearly finishing now, anyway. So,
I got it.
good to have you on, man. Good to have you on.
Man.
Mate.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
But I
fantastic,
did want to point out that famous line that you hear in a lot of crime thrillers is, you know, this isn't the first time I've had a gun on me. You know, like, you don't do said thing, it's going to be your last, which has been, you know, redone countless of times. But it's been a real pleasure. Rachel, I hope that your sabbatical from us is not long-winded, and I hope you find your way home to us soon. And you know, I mean, listen, no judgment. Got to go through and get some stuff done. I guess you're becoming a nurse or something like that. So are you just going to like work in like a ghetto hospital where there's lots of black guys you can see naked, or is it, you know what, we can talk about it. But again, cheers, guys. Have a good
day. Take care, mate. Have a good weekend.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Take care. Yeah. But yeah, it all kicks off. He starts robbing everyone. He's holding everyone up as well. The manager's just trying to is telling everyone to just do as they're told. Just hand over your wallets. There'll be no problem, because he's in short. He doesn't want to get fucking shot off for whatever he's getting paid. But yeah, Jules, he's not going to take. He knows they're going to go for that fucking case, and he's not going to take it lying down. So he's not dumb. He's always smarter than Vince, isn't he? As we've seen. But yeah, it's just so cool as well. He's got the gun hidden down, and he's handing the wallet over. He's happy to do that because he knows he's going to get some more money. He's going to get paid more for his job anyway. But then he sees what's in the case, and he's like, "Yeah, what's it? My boss's dirty laundry." He's like, "Your boss makes you do his laundry." And he's like, "Yeah, when he wants it clean." It sounds like a shit job. And he's like, "Funny, I asked the same thing." But he does his bullshit, and he's like, "Open the case." He's like, "No." So he knows he has no choice as well, so he's got to get the upper hand on him. And as soon as he sees what's in the case, once again, you never see it. We don't need to. And even she gets a little bit distracted by it. She's wondering what it is. And then, the gun on him. Yeah, he gets the gun on him. And yeah, look at the fury in his eyes here as well. I mean, he may be contemplating leaving a life of crime, but he's still got that ruthlessness in him, and he knows he needs to use it to get him on just to sort of like get him off guard. So this is where we come to the Mexican standoff as well, the Tarantino trademark, which we see all the time. Well, it's not a standoff just yet because we need Vincent to come out of the bathroom. Yeah, once again, this great line is like, when you yell at me, I get nervous, and when I get nervous, I get scared, and when I get scared, motherfuckers accidentally get shot. But it's such a fucking good reflective moment as well, because now he's got this guy trying to rob him, and he's kind of seen him as someone who he can maybe help redeem, because he thinks, okay, if I can be redeemed, maybe this guy can be. And then we get to the Mexican standoff, and I just love Tim Roth as well, really trying to get her to calm down a little bit as well. And I love how he's playing cool as well. Is like, just have the gun on me. You're doing really well. Don't worry. You have the gun on me. Have the gun on you, and it'll all be cool. We'll all be like three little Fonzies here, you know. And what's Fonzie like? He's cool, and that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be cool. So yeah, he gives him the money to have a new life, and I love how, and once again, Vince is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's even willing to shoot her on principle, and that gets her fucking nervous. And yet, Jules is opening his mouth about thinking once again. But it is a bit understandable as well. These people are robbing them, and their first thought is to take out the fuckers trying to do it.
Hmm.
And then we come back to the Barwell quote as well, where this time it's used in a different context. And I just love that in movies where something gets repeated in a different context. It totally reflects the great writing of Tarantino here as well, because you can tell he really knew what he was doing. He's planned the story out. But yeah, he's not just using it to kill someone. He's actually taking the time to think about what it actually meant, and not what what he's interpreted as.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Shows the change in his entire mindset.
He has, yeah. Yeah, he was looking at different ways, but now he's like, I'm the tyranny of evil men, but I'm trying to be the shepherd. He knows he's a bad guy, but he wants to be good. There's a part of him like, once again, it shows how different he is to Vince. Vince doesn't really have any opinion on whether he's a good or bad guy. He's just a guy doing his job, and that's it.
Yeah, and doing his job badly as well.
I know.
Yeah.
I think the smartest thing he does say is like when Jules is talking about divine intervention in the apartment, is like, listen, do you want to discuss this in the car or in the jail cell with the fucking cop? You know, that's probably the only the time he comes across very smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. But yeah, he gives the money in hopes that these two might redeem themselves. But I have a feeling they don't. To be honest.
Mm.
But yeah, it ends on a very funny note as well. You get just that real cool Tarantino SF 60s style music. They put the guns in shorts as well, which is so dorky.
Yeah.
Such a dorky thing for these badass guys to do. And yeah, it ends. And what a great movie.
It is a great film, yeah. Yeah.
It's
That's
hard
a
not to
terrific
fucking love
film.
this movie.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I had fun. This is such a fun stream. We've had really good laughs at this. We got to talk about the themes and philosophies while also just making some good casual racism and great jokes as well here and there, because I don't think a Tarantino movie stream is I think a Tarantino movie stream needs that. I think
Yeah, it does. It does. I think, they are what they are. You don't have to be overly. There tends to be a lot of snobbery about, when people are talking about Tarantino movies, and trying to sound really, really sort of intellectual and intelligent about his influences and everything. But they're pieces of entertainment, and they're great pieces of entertainment, every single one of them. And every one of them that I watch, I have a great deal of fun with. And I think if you're going to do a stream about a fun movie, it has to be a fun stream, and that, I think, is what's been done this evening.
I know. I mean, because I've seen a few YouTube streamers, and even though they're really good and insightful, sometimes they can be a bit dry. You need to sort of liven things up a bit, don't you? I mean,
yeah, definitely.
Because when I talk about movies, we have fun with it. That's the thing, and
yeah, we do.
The thing is, even though the film is played very realistically, despite some very surreal moments, it remembers to have fun. Tarantino movies always remember to have fun. They can be really mean and violent and nasty, but they're fun. You love hanging out with these characters, even though they're terrible people. It's he does what Elmore Leonard does as well. He doesn't really write these characters with any judgment. He just writes them as people who are kind of just doing this line of work and that line of work.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to justify them. He doesn't try to paint them as the hero of the story. They just are.
Yeah.
That's his brilliance.
I know. And once again, it goes back into the old redemption. Jules redeems himself while Vince doesn't, and he pays the price for it later on. And even Butch redeems himself. His probably still going to be a bit of an aggressive jack towards his girlfriend, but who knows? He's shown a little bit like there is maybe some humanity there. Maybe there is a chance that he could improve, but it's left up to the audience once again. You know, the fates are kind of explained, and we don't want to see them explained.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's that for me is the most satisfying redemption. I think Jules, because I think he's also the most likable character in the entire movie as well.
He is, yeah.
For me personally,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not just a ruthless thug. He's very insightful. He's very
Yeah.
intelligent. You know, he
Yeah.
knows his stuff. He's, he's kind of got this whole philosophy on life, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's what I like about. He's a thinker. He's a really interesting character. There's nothing particularly complex about him. He is, he's just a really nicely written character.
No, I agree. They're all written. They're all well written. I mean,
Yeah.
Uma Thurman's character could have been just another shallow gangster's mole, but she's got this lust for life. You know, she's very, she's very playful. She's very kind. She can be very vulnerable as well when she wants to be. But everyone's like, even Lance is likable, and he's a total fucking loser slob who spends 24/7 in a dressing gown selling drugs in this shithole of a house he lives in. And I've known people like that. I have known people like that in my younger days, and they're probably still doing that to this day if they're still alive or not in jail. Not in jail by now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a great choice of movie, mate. Really, really good choice.
It is. I mean, it's one of those movies where I rarely hear a bad word said about it. If I hear a bad word said about it, I'm like, mate, we can't be fucking friends. We can't.
Yeah.
You just don't get me.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, you can really tell the influences from all the Sergio Leone as well. The close-ups, everything. It's basically a spaghetti western style crime noir with obviously with dark humor. And I don't know if we can add anything more about this movie because every time I go through this ad, I think we've already kind of dissected what we need to say. We've already kind of talked about Marcellus's soul, and that the briefcase could be his soul, and that's what they're trying to retrieve, so they can maybe insert it back into the back of his neck, because some religions believe that for some reason. But
I mean, he kind of dismissed it and said, it is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm fine with that.
I know, because that's Tarantino. He just lets people. He lets people give people to things to talk about. It's like the wedding ring in Reservoir Dogs and Tim Roth's character. It's never explained if he's married or if he's he's a widow or anything like that. But Tarantino just left it in because he wanted people to. He wanted to give people something to talk about in that movie, and that's why I still respect him.
Yeah,
I respect him.
Yeah, and it's as Toxic said. What it does, what Tarantino does with his movies is he does get people talking.
He does.
Oh, for sure.
I know, and you're hanging out with these people all throughout the movie. You are hanging out with these bad people, but you're just enjoying every moment of being with them because he writes them so interesting. And and once again, every act, John Travolta really showed he could be a charismatic star again. Because he has got some mad charisma. He just wasn't getting the fucking movies, even though I think Look Who's Talking still did well, but it wasn't enough to make him a big A-list for until Pulp Fiction came along.
No. Well, the pair of them, I suppose, really, him and Bruce Willis. I mean, it's pretty
because he was having a bit of a bad run in the early 90s. Last Boy Scout, even though I love that movie did not deserve to flop. That was a good one, in my honest opinion. And
neither did Striking Distance. I really like that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that they just didn't do well. Hudson Hawk didn't do well either, and I blame the marketing for that because they advertised it as a straightforward action movie, not a screwball comedy.
And sometimes these actors, that's just not what we want to see from them at the time in their career. So
Yeah.
Even if they had advertised it as what it was, I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have done well. But
No, it's plus I kind of watched Hudson Hawk, and even though it's kind of got a good energy about it, it just didn't really make me laugh as much as I was hoping it would be. Bruce Willis still had his charisma and charm on there, but I don't know. It's some people love it, and I get it. I get it. I mean, it can be fun if you're after that kind of thing, but I don't know. I mean, I love screwball comedies, but Hudson Hawk just didn't do it for me. But yeah, Pulp Fiction, 1994, absolute classic. I still think it's Tarantino's best. I know there's some people that say Inglourious Bastards, and yeah, that's fair play. Or Kill Bill, fair play. I mean, but to me, this is still the perfect Tarantino. It's got the right balance of dialogue without feeling too long-winded. It's got some action without feeling too over the top. It's got some realism, yet it never detracts from the realism. Somehow it tries to find that really good balance, because later on he would start to become a bit more hyper realistic with films like Inglorious Bastards and Django Unchained and that. But this is one film I could watch over and over again, and probably find more layers later on, and enough to make another couple more streams on this movie, because it's just so well fleshed out, everything this world that is created. And someone create an AI movie of the fucking Vega brothers, please. I want to see that. But yeah, I think I will end it here right now. And so yeah, final thoughts. It's violent, it's funny, it's demented, but it's just so charming as well. Pulp Fiction. So yeah, final thoughts, Rebel Rose, before we go.
it really is everything that Quentin Tarantino is. It has that love of violence, that love of comedy, and just putting them together and making you laugh at things.
I know. I mean, if you have not had a sixth sense of humor before, this movie will probably develop it.
Yeah, I'd agree with all of that. It's this I think is probably, I mean, I would consider this the quintessential Quentin Tarantino movie. This is, and it's probably the best start point
Oh, is that man?
as well.
Oh, so you
But
went
this
off
is the essential Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it is fucking hell.
Oh, sorry, I disappeared, did I?
Yeah. I think, Koff, do you want to try and say it again?
Yeah. I think this is the essential Tarantino movie. I think this is the one. I think that's a great start point to, if anyone hasn't watched any Tarantino movies, then this is a great one to begin with. I mean, this will give you everything, the whole essence of what Tarantino's about.
I agree. I fucking agree. And everyone, thanks for joining me in the chat as well, Whammy Spoons. Jacob Ironside, yeah, sorry that you got here late, but you can always catch the rewatch whenever you get a chance. Oh, yeah, shit, man. Alonzo Mosley. Yeah. I'm Mosley. Bush looks lonely in it. If you're a friend of Bush, that's cool, man. I like Bush. Anyway, so yeah, Bush, thanks for joining us as well. Whammy Spoons. Joshua, who else is in there? I might have missed there. Cosmicky and RT and Z, thanks for the super chat. Always appreciated. And yeah, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Absolute fucking legend. I thought the guy was going to at least live up to 150 the way he was working out at his age. Yeah. No man is immortal, even Chuck Norris, unfortunately, but still, he will always be immortal in our eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daft Plato as well. Always welcome on. I need to get you on again, man. I'm still waiting for Lance to fucking do the Shield streams again, because I want to get on season 3. I really do, and I'm afraid if I watch it, I might end up ruining. I don't know. So yeah, who else is in there? Is there anyone else who I might have left? Was a Cosmic Key Holder? Yeah, that's just about it then. Thank you for joining us, and Inside Man. Anything you want to plug before we go?
On Tuesday, obviously we're doing Sorcerer in Losers Lounge, which is going to be an absolute belter. So William Friedkin's Sorcerer for Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be on that as well. So yeah, absolutely fucking underrated masterpiece. Brilliant movie.
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah, and anything else?
That's it for the moment, mate. That's it for the moment.
Okay, well, I'll
Uh,
let you know anyway. If, I think we might still have a bit of room on the Miami Vice remake if you want to pop on. So it's just me and Toxic so far, and I think
I
Chrissy Kingston wants to as well. So I'll get him on.
yeah, I've not seen it, mate, and if I'm honest, I've no desire to watch it for some
Well, that's up to
reason.
you as
You
well.
know,
I mean,
yeah,
because I still occasionally got to talk on movies that even that may not have always been great, but who knows? I'll
yeah,
give it I'll give it a rewatch, obviously, because I need to
yeah.
make notes on it. But who knows? I might change my mind and see some plus points in it while also discussing the flaws, because that's the thing. You know, even bad movies need discussing.
Yeah.
Okay, need discussing. Guilty
But
pleasures.
not just that. It sort of rounds off your whole Miami Vice thing anyway. It sort of
Yeah, I know,
it brings
because
it to completion, doesn't it?
oh yeah, that's been fucking dumping subscribers on my channel at the moment. So yeah, of course I'm gonna milk that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm milking something I like, by the way. So I'm not just doing it just for the clicks. I'm doing it because I love Miami
of
Vice.
course, of course.
Talking about it. Yeah, and Rebel Rose. Obviously this is going to be the last thing stream you're going to be on for a while. So I usually ask if there's anything you want to plug, but is there anything that's not YouTube like that you still want to try and sell anyway and help promote? Rebel? I think she's been called into.
Oh,
Something
She's
goes
been called
wrong.
into. Oh, you are. Yeah. Anything you want to promote then before we finish?
I think. Okay. My art is still for sale. You can find it through Instagram. All the links are there. You can find it through Twitter. I'm trying to start my channel with some fictional stories and me reading them, but that's gonna be on the back burner for right now. But yeah, I'm just glad that you guys let me do this. You let me join you and have some great laughs and just really enjoy myself on here for the
Yeah,
first
well,
time, really.
a great
And thank
man
you
once
for
said, if you gotta go, go with a smile. So, yeah.
yeah. We're
So,
gonna
thank
miss
you
you.
for. Yeah, sorry, Anton, man, what you say?
We're gonna miss her. We're gonna miss her
Yeah,
a lot.
we're gonna miss you, man. We're gonna miss you for a good while, but hopefully you'll be back soon, obviously. But yeah, real life comes first. It's very understandable. Real life comes first. I think I'll probably do next week Miami Vice and then take a week off maybe, and the weekend off as well with Miami Vice. It's going to be Easter, so I might just spend the day out with the wife. You know, maybe go to a pub or whatever, have a nice meal with her, and enjoy that, and then be back the week after. So yeah, whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching. But right now, that's us done. And we're off to the motherfucking pub. Enjoy your weekend.